Recording.
You're still clicking stuff, are you sure? Is it live? I'm not looking at the screen. I don't want to do this. I go home and sleep.
Stop whining.
I'm not getting paid for this, unlike you.
I'm not getting paid for this.
Hello and welcome, everybody, to the 7th.
It's the 7th, yeah.
I actually got that right. Episode of NGC Squared, I think.
I can't believe I still keep it on name. Okay.
Can't believe it's not butter, Daniel. Where we talk about stuff and Daniel yells at us and there's a sombrero in the corner and I still don't know why.
Oh, sweet.
It's $10 to anybody who can listen to this off the bat. If you can tell me why Texans like to use sombreros in their weddings. Just please, thank you. Anyway, thank you for watching it, none of you. That's awesome.
Wait, we got at least one.
Oh, we have at least one. Thank you to the one watcher right now. Hopefully we'll get a couple more. We just started. Sorry we did not have one last week, but as you know, we had our NJIT Hype It Up 5 tournament, and there was no way in hell we were going to do this after that. Anyway, let's get the introductions first. Your magnanimous host in the middle is Ayodeji Vatsuasagba, reviewer for the NJIT Vector. To my this is
Kevin Shoemaker, president of the NJIT Game Club, and also the guy who got Spartan kicked off a ledge by a giant skeleton in Dark Souls last night.
Sweet.
I told you not to play that game. I don't know why everyone wants to play it.
But I beat the boss.
It's a piece of shit. Sombreros. To the whatever this direction is
Adam Rathbone, treasurer of the Game Club, and might I say, magnanimous is a pretty funny way to pronounce Ponce. But
that's funny. And at the computer is
Daniel Peter.
You can't see him. Sorry.
AKA the faceless voice.
Please donate. We need a fucking mic. Mike. We need everything, but definitely that webcam. It's free with like box tops, and we need to buy one. Cracker Jack's box.
Cracker Jack's box.
He didn't even finish introducing.
There's important things to be discussed, like Cracker Jack boxes.
You were saying, Daniel, please.
So as you can see, I'm running the entire show because these guys love and respect me that he could like to cut me off all the time.
I don't care for his.
There you go. And there you have it. So let's just get this started.
All right.
You said as you can see, but they can't see.
They can't see you because you bought this.
I hate you all. You remember that?
You know when you open a bag of Skittles and it says enter this code to win the Xbox that you don't win? You got that webcam.
But he actually got it, so therefore
No,
it's better than the theoretical Xbox.
I would rather them say I missed out on an Xbox and give me that webcam. I'm telling you right now. So first up in the news this week, the new consoles are out. Ooh.
Well, 2 new consoles.
They're all out. Doesn't matter.
Well, Wii U's been out.
Next gen has started because Nintendo doesn't know what the fuck to do with money.
It's true.
So,
they spend it more wisely than Capcom.
I'll be honest with you. Since when the PS1 came out, I flipped my testicles.
PS1, like the original?
PS1, when it came out and Final Fantasy VII was clearly not something you could play on a Super Nintendo. I was like, yo, awesome. Then PS2 came out, and then Devil May Cry was like, yeah, I need this. There's no other. It was that whole, no matter what game I could play on the PS1, it wouldn't matter. So PS2 had to go. Had to be acquired. PS3, I only bought it because it was a Blu-ray player and I knew that there was a promise of stuff, but it was still the new kid on the block. But this one, for all systems even, and this is me speaking of, I've only bought a PS4 now because I just don't got $1,000 to burn. But
who does?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm really only invested in it because I had money and reserved it back in summer, and I have it, but I'm not all too thrilled. What do you guys' take on it?
On the PS4?
On anything, the whole next gen being out. There's a lot of hoopla, but there's like 10 games total. 8 of them suck, and that's it.
It's mostly like waiting at the store. Yes, I got it. Get home. It's like, okay, I'm just gonna put this away for now.
I own this brick.
I own it.
I exactly the point. Like I own the PS4. It looks like a giant laptop, and
the rhombus shape.
It glows in a lot of colors. They did that.
Very glow.
It's like so many
It's
colors.
like a
you have
neon
no
street
idea.
sign.
What?
What?
Neon street sign.
Neon
Oh.
street sign.
What do you think I said?
Gundam.
What?
Okay.
I thought you said neon
Gundam.
pink.
Gundams don't have lights on them usually.
Are you kidding
Me?
me? God. Anyway, back.
Okay.
What are your takes on the consoles? Are you whooped about them? Do you have one personally? Do you like it? Do you not like it?
It's
No,
bad.
no, and no, respectively.
That's
Yeah,
awesome.
for me, it's yes and
You
man.
can't even talk. You're on it right now, so
Yeah.
whatever.
Oh yeah,
I
you
mean,
have a PS4.
You love that thing, but I can't. Like, I have kills on. I play like 5 times. Like, cool, owl, and I. That's
Owl.
it.
Ow, yeah.
It has the thing. Remember Jack from Gears of War?
Yeah.
You could essentially control Jack now, which
Yeah.
is cool. And then that's it. Like, it's just my PC. I had an HD console for a while now. My PC has a GTX 760 in it, so it's not like these graphics are new to me. I've been tossing these around for almost a year now, so it's really.
graphics.
It's not the graphics, it's not the audio, and there's no other game the only game that would have been cool, honestly, to me would have probably been Forza, and I don't have an
Forza
Xbox.
Steady.
Yeah, so there you go. Kevin, you seem to have a
Well, I am leaning towards PS4, but
yeah.
I honestly think Xbox One had a better launch. They have shit to do. Like they have Forza, they have Killer Instinct, they have
Dead Rising
well, yeah.
and Rise.
And Rise, yeah. While with the PS4, you have Knack.
And Killzone. That's
And
pretty much the
Killzone.
only, yeah, only two
and that's
exclusives.
it, yeah, it's either shoot stuff or you don't shoot stuff.
Or you
Yeah.
jump on stuff. Yeah, that's pretty much that.
It's-
I mean, you can't. I wouldn't count in like the previous, like Assassin's Creed and Call of
I'm
Duty and
not.
Grand
No,
Theft Auto.
you
I wouldn't
can't.
count that in
No, you-
and anything,
yeah,
even
that-
though people are. And
not even the free to play stuff.
yeah. So I think one had a bigger launch, but when it comes to consoles, it doesn't become relevant till maybe spring or summer.
I agree.
Definitely.
Oh
not,
god,
not
sucks.
till spring. Yeah.
Does suck a lot.
Yeah.
Also, of a funny note, while we're on it, did you see the post on the news that the Xbox 7? I don't want to call it the one. It's so stupid. The next box, the Xbox. I'm just gonna call it Xbox. I hope everybody
I thought
stays with me.
Xbone was the
I don't
proper-
like that. It's
Stupid as hell, but
it's
it's not the proper-
It's just too stupid. I can't
Yeah.
do it. I'm sorry.
Can we
Forgive me.
call it the advertisement box?
No.
No, you can't call
That's
that.
not
It's
either.
they've to their
Snappies.
credit. There's not that many commercials on
Not
it.
really. No.
Yeah.
It looks confusing as all hell since I don't have
Yeah.
Windows 8 and refuse to install it on my computer.
Yeah, they-
But I love the fact that there's just not that. It's not. The day I turned on my Xbox 360 and went on the live, and the first thing it told me was to watch Obama's presidential debate was the last time I gave them my money. But to their credit, right now it's straight game. So
Awesome possum.
that's what?
Did you say that? Is that a
He
thing you
did.
said?
That's this.
Okay.
That's the
He
second
did. Move
stupidest
it
phrase
on.
from awesome I've heard
Jeez,
of it.
I
Yeah.
forgot. I forgot what I was gonna say because of that. It was horrible.
You should remember there's a white guy to your left and right.
No, but he's not awesome possuming. That's
Yeah.
God.
Yeah, you can give it credit for that.
Okay,
Yeah.
so something about the
mayonnaise.
consoles. Mayonnaise? You're not helping.
Saying
me.
white things?
Jesus. Oh God. All right. So fuck it. If I remember,
Okay.
I'll remember. But I'm not entirely. Do you think it'll get better as time
Yes.
goes? There we go. Actually, I was
Yeah,
trying to
yeah.
stall for stuff. What Microsoft came out and said this week, I think yesterday, was that in the first 24 hours of release, the Xbox has sold 1 million consoles
Units.
worldwide,
Yeah.
which matches the PS4's 1 million until you go to a very key difference in the way that they presented the data, was that Xbox worldwide had launched with 1 million units. The PS4 in the US had launched with 1 million units. So I found that kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Everywhere in the world, one. In your living room, one. It's kind of dynamic. You think that overall the Xbox will stagger behind the PS4, or do you think that was just everybody saying, "Boo, you suck," and then when push came to shove, my friends are buying Xboxes, I'll buy Xboxes?
Truth is,
Yeah,
I didn't actually see look at this guy's going to lead the Alpha. I just thought, well, at least it shows that people still want to play games on consoles these days. So that's just how I see it now. It just looks like they're both going to be successful at the end of the day, over time anyway. So
That's such a fucking PC answer. You sound like Matt now.
I'm sorry.
A nice
No,
Matt.
I was
he didn't
like,
even
lately-
Somebody
say
dig
the word
deep.
indie.
Like, I wanted the PS4 to win, and then I get it that you're right. You know, it's not good for Microsoft to just die out, because then there won't be any competition, and everybody gets stale BS games. That being said, that camera shit staggered me the wrong way. And even if they change it all, the next one was, hey, now that we have you here, we're going to update the terms of service so that we can go and send your information out, including your address and your birthday, to Doritos and stuff. I'm like, the fuck, I don't want to play Halo that bad. So you could keep it. But, you know, considering that it sold 1 million, worldwide or not, it sold 1 million. That was a lot more than 360 did during launch. People want it. And they do have the very strong head start of Xbox 360 coming off of that. And the whole douche bro, it's $100 more, that means it's better, I'm not going to buy the PS4 thing. So it might be closer than what I thought. I thought it was going to be a landslide PS4, like 4-1, but clearly that's not the case. I'm surprised. You, Kev?
No,
No,
no.
not at all.
I'm surprised people bought it off
I
launch.
mean,
You're surprised what?
People bought it off launch.
Well, I
Any of
think
them?
they did that smart thing where
Yeah.
everything Xbox you bought the first day had a sticker on it and an achievement.
Yeah, but
yeah.
have we really gone down that
Yes.
low that we want to
they have.
stick?
Yes,
No, even
they've done it.
Watching
They've done it. It's done. There's 1 million out there.
Yeah,
So
even watching live stream
Yeah.
on Twitch, you get trophies for that. So.
Yeah, I know.
I hate that. Like, really? All right, so check it. The PlayStation 4, one of the cool things that they did, stupid or not, was all the trophies that you get now are now staggered into rarity. So if you turn on a game, Simpsons, if you remember playing
Go on.
If you remember playing The Simpsons, you got an achievement for pressing start. Or Deadpool, if you got an achievement for pressing start as well. So everybody got that when you put in the game. In PlayStation 4, that would come out as a
Super rare.
common. Exactly. No, that's
it
how
was-
they go. It would come
they
out
rated
as
it bronze, silver, gold,
it
platinum.
would. Bronze, silver,
That
gold,
was
platinum, and
PS3.
PS3.
Yes.
PS4, since the update, now
Yes.
all trophies from PS3 and before on the PS4
Yep.
are tiered. So that press start would be common. It would be
Yeah.
everybody got this, so 100% everybody got this. Then it would go to beat the game normal. Maybe 70% of people got it. It would still be bronze. It would still be common. Even if it's bronze, it'll just say, okay, blah.
Yeah.
Then it'll go to, okay, beat the game on hard. Not that many people got it, so it'll say rare next to whatever
Yeah,
color
well,
trophy. And then
there's-
ultra rare, and
There's
then super
many
rare.
websites that have done this. for
Yes,
the
but now
editions.
no one's going to go on the website and look for, oh my God, nerdblogforum.com. I want to know what this trophy was. It'll be right there, black and white. Kevin, 5-star through the fire and flames. He's in the top. It'll even tell you the percentage of everyone who's played
Well, no,
that game.
like there's
right there.
I don't want to. Yeah.
the guitar. hero
For
thing?
360, there's a website called True Achievements, and you click on the achievements, it will give you people written guides, and also tell you who unlocked it first and who unlocked it last. The graphs of like average, how many people have this much gamer score in that, and then it'll give it like a true achievement. So like if only 10% of the people got it, it's a 10-point gamer score. It would actually be worth probably like 60 gamer
That's
scores.
Bajillion points.
Yeah.
That's way too. That's
yeah,
that's turning it into a magic game. That's
Oh.
too
Yeah,
much.
Speaking of being fair, Sony has done this. It's now doing this thing with the live stream service where you can upload the video if you're the first to do this action in this game. And it's like a competition.
Oh,
or
that's
something.
pretty cool. So yeah, if you're the first person to
Music.
no scope somebody, it'll
Yeah, no
upload
scope
that.
somebody just record it.
Still,
record
but
shit out of the world. Yeah. That's
Going
what
back
they
on that before, I do love the fact that now I can see how cool I am in the game. They took trophies as stupid as they were and made them a little bit less stupid. Whereas now for Microsoft, their thing was
Let's make everything achievements.
you get trophies for watching TV. I just find this so. They're both imaginary bullshit, but I find that so bad.
Well, now
you get rewarded. You get something for watching people
the
do
one
something.
now has
Yeah.
achievements and challenges. I think the watching is challenges.
You still get I think you get like 50 points for an overnight watching somebody overnight.
It's divided
on
into
Twitch.
2 categories now. It's like achievements and challenges. They're like 2 different kind of point scores things.
Oh my god!
do.
Yeah.
Yes.
So now
There's a
challenge.
subdivision tier with
So now they just take leaderboards and boot them. I need this challenge.
Oh,
How much TV can I watch?
achievements, challenges.
Well, you do know most
trials.
people buy Xboxes just for Netflix and all that crap anyway.
No, that's
Actually,
no.
that's
That's the
actually
PS3.
That's PS3.
That was the PS3. Why would I buy an
On
Xbox?
my
To,
360, most of my friends would always be on Netflix.
that's
all they would do.
them who already have it and don't have a PlayStation.
PlayStation,
But
yeah.
even if you would buy a system where they don't charge you to use Netflix over the system where they would charge you to use Netflix. It's verbatim. Plus, Netflix is easier on the PS3. But regardless, we're talking about fucking Netflix on Xbox One and PS4.
Well, you gotta remember that some people don't buy gaming consoles for gaming.
I
Sadly.
would. This is true.
no.
I'm not buying a $500 console for Netflix.
But if you go
Just like I'm not buying a $400 console to watch football. Like I don't get these people. It's money.
Get the full straight.
Donate. Going on back on that, even though these consoles are dry, respectively, the Xbox launch lineup a little bit less so. What the fuck is going on with the Wii U? No one's talked about it at all. In fact, the only reason I know about it today is because I was at GameStop buying this dumb headset. More on that later. And somebody was buying Super Mario Brother 3D World or whatever they want to call it.
Yeah, the only reason why I would buy a Wii U is for Bayonetta 2.
That's so
sadly.
stupid.
Gee, yeah.
I
don't-
couldn't do
Think
it.
of- Oh, yeah,
Combat was good, but it's
Yeah.
it's too much sex. Like it's not fun.
Well, speaking
It's
of-
too much.
But
guys.
that and also the new Smash Brothers.
Yeah, speaking of
That one, yeah.
You're going to probably going to release Bayonetta 1 on the Nintendo.
Like, you know
Wii
they
U.
will. They did it with No More Heroes. Can't be played anywhere else. No More Heroes on the PS3.
And I'm happy for that.
Zelda can't play it anywhere. It came out on the GameCube before.
Yeah.
before the
Yeah,
Wii.
nobody wants to
Well,
play.
actually, there's a list in Game Before. You got Legend of Zelda Wind Waker HD. You got Deus Ex,
Every game you want to play
Wii
on
Party,
the Wii U
Sonic
has
Lost
either
World,
came out.
They-
Black
Usually
Flag,
on the Wii
Ghosts, Mario 3D World, Wii Fit U, Donkey Kong, Mario Kart 8, Watch Dogs, Bayonetta 2, Super Smash Bros.
There's like 4 of those games you can only play on Nintendo, and one of them is Donkey Kong, which I'm the
Donkey
only one
Kong
who
Tropical
had.
Freeze, February.
Yeah. Which is pretty.
You
It doesn't
had,
come out
but
till next year
Did
anyway.
you even touch it?
I mean, the Wii U, arguably of the next gen consoles, has the strongest lineup, but that's because you
It's
can
been
buy
out
the
for-
games on that console on the consoles you already have.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You just won't be able to play on a pad. I just don't care for that system anymore. Though my favorite game on it was Rayman Legends, and
But that was,
that's on
exclusive,
on your toaster as of this
Toaster.
moment.
Yeah.
So
Is it really on your toaster?
you think the Wii U's in trouble? Last I checked, Nintendo had sold 20 million more units than the Xbox 360 or the PS4, so they made a lot of money this gen. But so
Sony and Microsoft's coming.
Sony and Sony had turned a profit, I think, last year, and then after this is nonsense. Uncharted 3, Beyond Good and Evil, Beyond Two Souls,
Yeah,
The Last of Us, like AAA out the ass. But
Yeah.
now then Microsoft kind of didn't have anything. They were just relying on the whole everyone's going to buy the Xbox One because we're popular and
pretty
we'll
true.
sell it at a profit. So we'll make our money up from the lack of games that we have in between the this and the now. But the Wii U, all I see them doing is
Are we-
releasing Mario games like every few months.
So we're looking basically on the perspective of exclusives between those three, right?
well,
Because like say if a game's on PS4 and Xbox 360, obviously whatever one Xbox One, whichever one that you bought, you'll buy the game for it. But exclusives is really the reasons why people buy.
I
it.
don't even
Like,
want to do that because the exclusives are like, okay, Titanfall. We're gonna talk about Titanfall. You need to explain this to me. I don't get it. But you have Titanfall and Halo 5, Halo ponchos,
Halo Punch.
and you have everything
sombreros
Sony
are
did in the last year. Everything Sony ever did.
Yeah.
Infamous,
Last of Us is
Last of
if they're exclusives. Now we're talking.
Yeah.
Last of Us is exclusive. Beyond Two Souls. is
Infamous.
Infamous is exclusive.
Little Big Planet, like
Exclusive,
there's
yeah.
so many. Well, not even. All right, Project Spark for Xbox, regardless. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
there's Sony first party, Sony second party, I guess,
Yeah,
which would be
second party.
Naughty Dog at this point and Ready at Dawn and stuff.
Yeah.
Way too strong. Like there's no chance on the Xbox for anything to come close. That
Well, they
isn't
still
rare.
have
96
Bungie.
Super Nintendo.
Still have Bungie though.
Who's making Destiny? Like it's
Bungie.
no.
Yeah, Bungie.
It's Halo 5 and Destiny. I can't see you beating Destiny with just a first-person shooter about Halo. Like, I can't see this. An MMO made by the guys who made the better Halos, or a studio of non-better Halos, making a Halo solely on one console. Whereas on this console, you'll at least be able to, I think, play with PC and Xbox One.
Yeah.
There's no
They're-
way in hell.
they're
Like,
reintroducing
it's
that.
dumb. but
It's dumb.
it's dumb. But
Yeah.
regardless of that, the games we're talking about now won't be on the Wii U because it's not a powerful console.
Yeah, it's true.
So,
I mean,
what do you think it's like?
We-
Who's gonna buy it? You got
I
a
mean,
5-year-old kid. Like,
well,
look at Killzone. Look at Mario World.
Well, the one only game people seem to be hyping up on the Wii U is the
No.
Xenoblade.
Oh,
sequel game
Xenoblade
with
things.
with
The
giant
one that
robots.
no one bought, and then GameStop
Yeah,
resold for $90.
Yeah, no, this one has giant robots that can transform.
So does
like-
Titanfall. So does Transformers.
Name a game that
And-
has
and look-
robots
and
that don't
also-
transform.
What?
Name a game that has robots that don't transform.
Um,
Exactly.
Well,
On
you
the-
know-
Chibi Robot.
crap, I can't think of
No,
anything.
If you say Ratchet Clank, no, Clank
I
transforms.
always want to
I've
say
never
that
actually
too,
played
but
the
Clank
game.
transforms.
he does,
There's
yes.
a game. I will figure of one.
He does. So, yeah, I got nothing. You're right.
Question of the
Yeah.
week: what game has a robot that doesn't transform?
Yes.
Gotta be at least one.
There has to be at least one.
No, I don't think Terminator.
No,
he
the
he
Sackbots.
melts into
The
things.
Cybot? What?
No, Sackbots.
Sackbots?
What?
No, you make them into whatever.
They don't
What was the
transform,
thing?
do they?
I'm just gonna sit here thinking
The
of which one.
Sackbots.
No, they
No.
turn into smoke when they die.
That too. but-
They turn into.
All right, so look,
Humans
we're
transform,
trying to
shoot
have
them,
a
they turn into a dead
conversation
human, like-
about the Wii U itself, and we can't even have one. I'm
Yeah, because
pretty
it's
sure
very
everyone
hard
in
to.
this-
What?
Because
talks-
I've never seen a Wii U except for once in the
I
the
bought
meetings.
the Wii
Yeah.
U when it came out. The month it came out, I bought one, and I held on to it till after. I just returned it. Like I had it in the box for like a
It's
good near
literally-
60 days. I was like, I will open you if you justify me. And there was no game.
I will let you out of the box and
Look,
and
Nintendo-
charge you full of
I
electricity.
bought Wii launch day. I came late to school because I was
original
in
Wii.
line. The original Wii. I bought it
OG.
launch day, and Zelda. I never had more fun in any Zelda ever. I bought the 3DS thinking that the Wii was a nonsensical nightmare. If I want the 3DS, I gotta get it now. Big mistake on that.
Yep.
Yeah, big mistake. I was in the ambassadors program. I'm like, hey, this is cool, but I don't want to buy. Like, oh, I got a free copy of Ice Climbers.
Ice climbers.
Yeah, the game
That
came out
game
like
you-
the
that's
game
all that
came
they
out
do.
before I was born.
Yeah.
This is awesome. It's not awesome.
It's
No.
I
not.
think I played the most. The only thing I played on that I think was like the WarioWare collection
Oh, but WarioWare is awesome.
and
Yeah.
and Mario's Picross
What?
3D. No,
What?
Picross 3D.
Picross?
Awesome game. Picross is an
Yeah.
awesome game.
Picross?
Yeah.
Cross, yeah.
It's like
Cross. Pick cross.
it's
whatever
like a
you pronounce it.
crossword puzzle game where you chip out blocks.
Oh, I got you.
And then at the end
Alright,
of that, oh,
alright.
it's so good.
Gotcha.
And
Okay.
and Pokemon Black, like that's
Pokemon
all I
Black
played.
and
I had a 3DS. I'm playing Pokemon Black and Picross. Like it's so that system had to go.
Okay.
And then I bought the Wii U, just looking at it for 2 months and returned it. Nintendo, I'm done with you.
Yeah, Wii U is literally just they're like, oh, we have this 3DS. Let's just oh look, it's two things now.
It's like I
Yeah.
can't. Granted, now the 3DS is a monster of a handheld, probably
Yeah.
better than the Vita in terms of library.
Library.
But,
mainly, yeah.
No, I'm not doing that. But even still, going back on the
But
Wii U,
Nintendo still has enough money to.
I don't think. Do you think that Nintendo can do anything at this point
No, just,
without making another system, which they can't?
no.
Yeah.
No.
They really can't.
Nope.
The system came out 2 years ago. Let's kill it and make another one. They can't. So is there
They
anything
can't
they
do
can do with
that,
the
no.
Wii? Would there be any like what type of game would they need to make to say, yo, I need this?
It has to be
console?
something that only Wii U can do,
Yeah, with the
which is
pad.
using the pad and that. But as we see now, was it the PS4 has the Vita counterpart, and
yeah.
Xbox One has
tablet Surface.
tab services. So basically, Wii U has beat itself in its own game.
Yeah,
Mhm.
that is bad. Is
Yeah.
there a Zelda on the Wii U?
There's Legend of Zelda: The Wind Waker.
No, not the
Like-
Wind Waker. Okay,
No.
yeah. That
No.
tech demo thing. I was like, is
Yeah,
there?
that was just a tech demo.
Oh,
but,
that's Nintendo.
but, but you know, let's be honest, they'll
Skyward
definitely
Sword
announce
Wii U.
Zelda for the Wii U.
Yeah, they're going to.
I'm
Every-
done with that because, like, first party, right? Now, when Sony says first party something, you know it's awesome.
Mhm.
They have they have a million different. There could be another Wipeout. There could be a. Well, it's not first party, but there could be a Last of Us or an Uncharted. There could be an Ape Escape. There could be something. When Nintendo says first party, you know it's either a Metroid, a Donkey Kong, or a Zelda. It's something you've played
Yeah.
before with another mechanic.
Yeah.
It hit diminishing returns with me with Mario after Galaxy. There's just nothing else they can do that'll make me happy
He's
anymore.
already gone into space. And where do you
He's,
go?
he's like, is there.
Yeah.
Every level is a different warp of something I
Literally.
played before.
Has he done time travel yet?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Freaking
yeah.
like Mario.
Mario teaches history. or
Yeah,
whatever
something
the hell that
was like the
That was
90s.
what- yeah, that was-
He went back in time.
You had to
dog.
go get the apple and place it next to Isaac Newton or some shit.
That was-
Just verbatim.
Wait, this is real?
This is a real game.
All right, well,
It's on Super Nintendo too.
It's
Like,
also bad.
it's bad.
Wasn't
Yes.
that where Ouija came from too?
No. Yes. Bad
God.
box art. Ouija.
Oh my god.
The greatest character Nintendo has ever made. Jesus. But
Waluigi.
no, not Waluigi.
I know.
Why'd you even?
Why are you
Because
doing this?
I'm
Stop.
sorry. Okay.
I mean, yeah, it definitely looks like
Nintendo is dead. I'm sorry. I don't see them coming
I mean,
back.
it looks like there's no.
I don't
there's
see.
no-
I don't
they
see
don't have a
them.
break
I don't
for
see
them.
them coming back.
Even before the next gen consoles came out, it was a classic problem.
When
No one's
when
getting-
Batman
yeah.
Arkham
No one's getting a Wii
when
U
Batman
because
Arkham
there's no
City
games
came
for it.
out and then you saw Batman's costume and he looked like he had like breast implants. I was like, what?
Classic.
What is this?
No one got a Wii U because there are no games for it. There are no games for it because no one got a Wii U. That's how it is.
Keeping up with the consoles, a lot of them coming out are broken. Do you think that this is just meh? Do you think it's
No, this
newsworthy
always
at all?
happens.
Man,
It always happens.
Yes, it
Nothing
does.
else really- Unless there's fires happening,
I
then.
mean,
yeah.
I mean, look at me. I got a broken PS3 for goodness sake, and I was
No, you broke your
I
PS3
didn't break it
twice. There's a difference.
I didn't break
3
it.
times actually. I had to fix one twice.
Ah,
Yeah, you got the PS4, which is overheating and wobbly
And blue lights.
and something, and then you got the Xbox, which destroys
disk drive.
children.
yeah, more like eats your disc.
Eat your disc. What hasn't an Xbox eaten someone's disc?
I know. That's what it-
Shout
When would
outs
that
to
ever
engineer.
happen?
Did you see the insides of the Xbox 720, whatever this thing is?
Yes,
No.
I did.
It
Xbox
looks-
Zero.
Sony, I love how they're all like it's this manufactured and engineered. Like it looks like porn when you open it up. There's no other way. It just looks.
That's why
like,
they love
It
porn.
looks like porn. Like everything is made with just enough space to exist in
Yep.
harmony and breathe. It is awesome. The Xbox just looks like a bigger 360 with shit thrown in there. That's HD, with a giant heat sink on it. Like it's really ugly, but
They
it's
don't
the
want you to
PS4
open
that's
it.
exploding and the Xbox One that's killing things.
It makes you wonder.
It does make
The
you.
porn inside was too
It does
hot.
make
is
you.
what you're
Either way, it's
saying.
still like
It's not. That much
it's
of
like
big
a
deal.
couple thousand out of the million the PS4 sold, and last I checked, even less than that on the Xbox. The issue is getting another one. Ugh.
I mean, just launch day issues basically.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying too. I don't
yeah.
think it's
Well,
that big. of a deal.
like I said, like every week, let's wait for everything to stop exploding before I get it.
The problem
Well,
with
if I want some
see with
excitement in my
Xbox,
life.
fine. Sony, no, because when you're like, all right, let me buy it, and here the fuck you edition where it's 30% lighter, and everyone but Kevin can have one, and yeah, I can't. So I hate buying. No matter when you buy a Sony product, you're late because they're the Apple of consoles. To just make a better. There's another Vita that's already out, and.
Is it cheaper than the original?
Yes, it's cheaper. It's
Then-
slimmer. There's no
then maybe I
like
should
it's
buy
it's
it.
got so exactly now when you buy it, the third Vita leaked. Like I can't just give up. Buy one and say it's the best. You'll never win. With
That's
the
why-
Xbox though,
that's
they
why
take
the-
time in between there. So I'll
That's
give it
why
that.
the computer race is laughing. It's
No,
like,
the computer is even. Oh my god! You go to sleep, you wake up. I have a 760. There's already a fucking like the Titan's out.
next week this thing's outdated.
I buy the Titan, the Titan 2. You can never be done.
Be like,
Even if you have
Two
the
Titan
the
2.
highest graphics card,
You don't need it.
then the next step is to have 2 of them.
It's,
Then the next is to have 3 of them.
It's
And then
like-
by then, you dummy. You're not supposed to have 3 in SLI. You need this one. This configuration's better.
it's like we're
Right.
complaining about this console stuff. The computer's like, you're complaining about this?
Exactly. Like,
This is a problem.
I actually have that next. So what do you think? You think how do you think the PCs will fare now since they've been next gen
Nothing's
for a while?
changed.
No,
Nothing's
nothing will
changed.
change.
Nothing will change.
Every-
PC's PC.
PC,
This
everything.
is true.
If the consoles fail, you always have the PC to rely on.
But now, I'm thinking it'll help the PC
Yes.
It will. It will.
because now the developers like Assassin's Creed 3 sucked on PC. Well, sucked everywhere, but it would suck on PC because it couldn't use, the graphical fidelity much because it was
Fidelity.
tooled for
Fidelity.
Fidelity. Yes.
Fidelity.
Yes.
That's a word he's using correctly.
Okay,
Don't
that's
put it
true.
down.
It was made for the consoles at the time, but the PC, of course, was practically next gen then.
Yep.
So now that the consoles are next gen, you can make better looking Skyrims that would look even twice as better on PCs. I would
Yeah,
assume that.
Well, you
PCs
just
And
mod
hopefully
them
not
anyway.
Twice as
you
buggy.
could mod them, but now you do have to work.
But hopefully not twice as buggy too, because man, The bugs in those games are just relentless.
Unless it's Dark Souls, then it's a feature.
Eh,
This game.
You love it, don't worry.
No, I don't.
I would like it eventually.
There's a giant mushroom shaped like a dick that kills you in one hit.
Yeah, if you don't
Mushrooms
poke
are
it with
kind-
your sword, you
Mushrooms
wouldn't
are
kill
kind
it.
of inherently
Yeah.
shaped like.
This is like a walking Mario dick with like little arms that just kill you in one hit. It looks like
It's its father trying to protect its little mushroom kids.
with its penis.
It's its big.
Wait, is it
Yeah.
a penis or does it have one?
No, it looks like a giant penis with a mushroom on top of it.
Okay.
We,
This makes sense.
I like how he's looking to think about.
Visualize.
So I was gonna say let's talk about the launch games, but we could do that.
You
in
would
the
only talk about
releases.
Xbox One at that point.
No,
No, I
Killzone's a generic, good-looking shooter.
Yeah.
And Knack is bad if you're looking for something that you're not looking for.
That makes perfect
know,
sense.
Yeah,
It's
Rise Son of Rome, they revolutionized the quick time event system. It doesn't show you the button anymore. It
just
just
doesn't-
makes them glow blue or yellow, and you just
No,
The
I
have to
survey
think
thing.
God of War did that.
What's the
but
number
you
one
didn't
thing you-
glow? It
did
just
glow.
made the sides of the screen.
Yeah.
Oh no, it makes the enemy glow. It's
I know.
incredible.
What's the number one thing you hate about QuickTime events? It telling you what to do?
Exactly. Too clear. Way too clear.
So now,
telling you what
we
to
just-
do.
Well, that's what Beyond
I
Two
can't
Souls
remember,
kind of
but
did.
If you don't do the button prompts in
But
that, it
it
still
did,
just
that's
does
the
it
thing.
anyway.
Yeah.
Like,
I
that's
think
pretty
that's what's
good.
scaring me. My fear
hilarious.
would. So internet, I bought. Is it even fucking here? Like, look at this.
I have this
Yeah,
bag.
it's not in the
I
bag.
didn't
It's
look
at
what's
home because I got
inside.
tired of looking at it.
Oh, here we go.
It's not there.
Dude, you got Ratchet and Clank.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
Rache and
We'll talk
Clyde.
about
I
that
have all
later.
the Ratchet
That's
and
we're not even gonna do this, bro. We're not even gonna do this.
All right.
Having a good
Beyond
time.
Beyond Two Souls,
Yes.
I bought this like October 12th launch date. It's
Launch
still in
date.
the damn seal
And we
because
asked you
what
to-
scared me was coming off of Heavy Rain, which I love to death. Is in Heavy Rain when you messed up the combat, sure you had a couple of chances to unmess that up, but it continued with you messing up. And if you messed up too much, given the situation, it doesn't look that good for that character. So case in point, there
It's
was a
not.
part where you had to look.
That guy.
You had to crawl. I think your name was Ethan, the guy who lost his child.
Ethan.
Yeah.
You were looking for a clue to find your son. You're in like a graveyard of electric fences or something. Forgot how you got there, but you had to crawl
Jason.
out. It's not the Jason. I know I did.
Jason.
But you had to press all these buttons to get out of the gate. And every time you messed up the quick time event impromptu, which was difficult, you'd be hurt. And you get hurt too much, your character dies. However, if your character dies, the story continues on with any of the other characters, just keeping in mind that the main character is now dead. So now you'd have a different end story. With Beyond Two Souls, if you mess up the prompt, it just continues anyway. Only you get a less graceful continuation of what you're doing. So if you're in a fist fight with somebody and you miss the QTE, you'll be punched in the face, but instead of knocking them out, you'll just roll and run away or something. But the game will continue, controller in your hand or not. I should probably mute that.
Just a little bit.
Definitely should.
So yeah, that was my not liking with that. And then I come to find out that Rise has the same thing Kevin noted, where you press a button and you cut off somebody's limb, and if you don't, you don't cut off their
They
limb.
have their limb.
I think
Yeah, how do you live?
That's
Everybody
what
lives
we got.
happily ever after.
everyone, they're
Yeah.
still dead, just not as dead. So I don't.
Oh,
So it's scaring me. Is this the new thing now, where QuickTime events don't matter
Well,
anymore?
I would wait a couple more games for it to happen.
It's been 3.
It could just
I'm
be.
afraid.
It could just be a fad right now.
well. No, more like
just
also
ended you.
well,
I just ended you.
it's just not quick time, but it's also just linear games.
Storytelling.
Yeah, especially
Buzzwords.
because every time we play Battlefield 4 single player campaign, and oh boy, they
Can we not talk about that?
About what game?
Battlefield
About
4
Battlefield
campaign.
Battlefield 4 is the best.
Now I played
Campaign.
I played a campaign.
That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, like it was just nasty.
Stay frosty.
Like,
Wrong game.
It's the same game. They're all the
Frostbite
same.
Engine.
yeah, it's the
That's
same
a
game,
joke.
but
Stay frosty.
It's the same game, but somebody actually made a campaign worse in this one.
Did you try shooting the dog?
Not even.
Are we talking about the
No,
same
I-
game now?
There's
like-
a dog in Call of
yeah,
Duty.
yeah,
Battlefield.
You shoot the
tried
dog,
shooting
it goes,
but they still
Did you
punch
tell the dog to stay frosty?
Yeah. There should have been a QTE.
Is the dog's name Frosty?
Press X to Frosty.
Just X to say Frosty. All right,
Frosty! You're running around the mall. Frosty!
I have to say, I was watching a video of Heavy Rain. There was a glitch with it where
Yo, the guy will keep saying Jason.
Jason! The final climactic battle on like the freaking
You just keep
catwalks
screaming
or whatever. Every
Jason.
time you push X, it's just Jason. He's like,
No!
But yeah, I have to say Sequest and shooting games like Game West thanks to Battlefield 4 because if you remember the first demo that you showed where you're on the wall and stuff like that, and they give you the gun to shoot the window, it doesn't really matter. They'll do it for you. Like I was just there. I wasn't paying attention. Like, oh, they say you should shoot, but I don't want to. But and they did it for me anyway. And then there was this part where I'm supposed to fold. I think help the guys out by taking out the windows and shooting the guy to cover for him. But nothing happened until I went to pick up some ammo. Nothing happened at all. Like I could stay there for at least half an hour, and that's what happened. Like, did these guys really just go through with this? Like,
they need you, man.
I don't need to do all this stuff. Like, goodness, you're trained soldiers for goodness sake.
Yeah, dude. No one's as frosty as you.
It's so
Yeah, you're not Frosty enough is the problem. I mean,
You know what?
that's been the precedent.
Completely random, and I know you know.
I
I don't get the Jimmy's the Jimmy's meme. I don't.
Jimmy's
I
sprinkles?
don't explain. Don't explain. Don't explain. Don't explain.
Russell might
But
be-
I
Russell
don't
and
get.
Jimmy's.
I think it's the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. Cause it's the one with like 3 monkeys superimposed dancing in
cereal
black and
boxes.
white. And there's just that stupid. The Jimmy's be with. There's some
Yes.
stupid. I love it's complete bullshit. One day I have to know what that
the
is.
Jimmy.
Like, what does that mean?
May your Jimmy's be on Russell.
Oh God.
I mean, the whole not really having a choiceless choice thing in Call of Duty. I mean, honestly,
Yeah.
I liked World at War, but there's the one part where
I don't like how in war games it's just you. Only you
It's
can
just-
save the world.
Only you.
Like it's
Only you.
clearly the world. There's 7 billion people.
Ghost Recon kinda did that.
Ghost Recon was a
World at War
team
was
though.
like-
There was
Yeah.
at least
Yeah.
a team effort. No, not even. All right, so I'll give you. I don't like war games in general where it's 4 people who save continents. Something is weird. Like no, you need
You don't understand the real life history of
the
world
Iraq
where-
war. Like the war we just got out of took how many
But then
years?
how-
Like we were in
well,
grade
how-
school when it started,
we
and
didn't
now
have- we didn't have the
you
right
didn't
4 guys,
send a
yeah.
dog and 3
We didn't
ghosts.
have the right dog.
Oh my god! Like, oh my god, we need
Wasn't frosty enough
we
for the
need the
desert.
Navy SEALs. We need only 6 of them. Otherwise, we'll have a nuclear war.
So you're saying a
that doesn't
game like
happen.
PlanetSide should have been successful?
What? I haven't played PlanetSide.
Well, you know, each guy's.
But planets exactly, but
Yeah.
it's a never-ending war, so that's more realistic than this. It's
That
whatever.
or
Yeah.
what was that? Chrome Hounds. Remember Chrome Hounds?
No.
Did it have transforming robots in it?
It did. No, it, yeah,
GoBots.
It did.
Metabots.
But no, it was like Chrome Hounds had
Wow.
that
Metal-
as like PlanetSide. It was like with mechs. Then you would join a faction, and then the war would end. You would get money for it, and then the new war would start.
Ah,
Wow.
see, yeah, that'd be exactly my point.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't end. You don't stop it.
Yeah.
Can't stop.
Which is actually why Call of Duty Modern Warfare 4.
Which one?
I loved it.
Modern
the first
Warfare
one.
4?
The first
Call of
Modern
Duty
Warfare.
4. The one.
Call of Duty
Call of
4.
That's-
Modern
It's the
Warfare
green
One.
box.
The
The green box.
The green box.
Not the
Green
orange box.
Where he spoiler
Not the
alert to a
Valorant
game
box.
that you don't care about if you really haven't played by now. When you died in the nuke thing, it was like awesome. You're a soldier, you die.
Right.
And
Yeah.
You die, like you die, period.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to, but it happens.
Yeah.
You're not invulnerable Goku god who can save the world by
Invulnerable Goku.
yourself. And then it became a different story. And you didn't even save the world at the end. It was a continuation after that, but it was real in that, shit happens. My gun got jammed because of this EMP. Just like in real fucking life, if I have a gun that can't shoot, I'm gonna die. And you die.
If you put on commando lightweight.
Fucking
guns
end of
for-
Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, somebody's next to you and slides a pistol and you like, whatever.
Well, hey, wasn't that was in Modern Warfare 1 also? You're on the bridge and I can't remember his name because I never played.
Makarov?
No, in Modern Warfare
It's
1.
always in
when you're on the bridge at the end and the guy's walking toward you all slow mo because you're all
Yeah,
dazed in the
Makarov.
thing.
That's
No,
Makarov.
that was not. That's Makarov.
No,
That was
sorry.
No, someone else.
That was his mentor, actually.
Yeah, it's meant whatever. And,
Yeah.
and then Price was like pistol shit, and you're like, okay,
Okay.
fire shot. You get like 2 hours to do it because he doesn't do shit if you don't fire at him. So it's like, okay, having a good time.
You want to give a shout out? Not really radio.
More like,
No, this is a podcast for something different. This
We're
isn't
just-
for the school.
Yeah, we're just recording.
This is, Adam, go ahead. Try to deliberate.
It's on live, we're actually just recording.
Go ahead. This is recording something completely.
Sort of.
I just wanted to give a shout out to my NGC friends,
Well, I mean,
the ones I cook for.
right.
I think. So, to explain to the people who can't see what just happened, one of the chefs came by and wants to give a shout out to the school. Yeah,
Say
this is
Frosty.
so awkward. Frosty.
Yeah, so
Press X to Frosty.
Frosty.
Seriously, Jesus.
I know.
All I'm thinking about is rustling Jimmys and Frosty.
I hate his Jimmys are quite unrustled.
Oh, yeah.
I thought his Jimmys would be rustled from what I get.
Shout out to Ahmed's friends from the pub 2 weeks ago.
That's amazing. Internet. So let's keep moving on. This is getting really silly.
Yep.
Outlook. Kevin, Xbox Gold is now going to give Xbox One games, but Herb did make a joke about this a while ago. Like,
Yeah.
the fuck are you gonna do? There are no 4-year-old games to
Yeah.
give out on Xbox One.
It's gonna be-
There's no indie games to give out on Xbox One. So what are they giving out that isn't
Candy.
20 banana cents
It's
per
literally-
$100 that you send?
The
it's-
company's called 42 Cans or whatever.
Ah, 42.
Yeah.
Whatever the name.
I
can't
know what
remember
that
the name.
is.
You know the company. I can't remember.
Well, it's whatever they do is probably gonna surprise anybody. I have no clue.
Not at all.
No. I got nothing.
Yeah, we're a little surprised something. I'm gonna say that much.
It's gonna be like a game that
It's like,
only is available for gold
I mean,
members.
it sucks, right? But PS4, when you buy it, say you buy it with Killzone because you're going to, there's no other game. Killzone gives you a week of PlayStation Plus. Every new PS4 comes with 30 days of PlayStation Plus plus $10. So I don't know how long that's gonna stay. So in just buying the game and the console, and even if you don't buy the game Killzone itself, you still have a month of Plus and $10. And when you go into the store, when you activate the Plus, they give you Resogun, they give you Contrast, 2 indie titles. And you have Warframe free to play regardless of Plus or not, and DC Universe Online free to play regardless of Plus or not. So regardless of you buying a game, you have 4 plus $10. Sony just doesn't like money. But with Microsoft, they're saying here 500, and we'll give you something.
Something.
I don't.
Have fun with this something.
What is that
This is
something?
a lot
Unless
of
it's like
something.
Project Spark, I don't know what you'll be getting. That's because PlayStation will have it. I don't. The 5th edition of Minecraft.
Minecart.
Minecart.
My God.
Minecraft.
Sure. We'll go with that.
You know, funny they teased Uncharted 4. I hope to God it's a kart racer. Because Jack 1, Jack 2, Jack 3, Jack Racer.
yeah, Jack X,
Ratchet.
Crash,
Like,
Crash
Crash,
1,
Crash Racer. So
Crash
the
Team
next
Race.
one logically needs to be
I would.
Racer.
Uncharted Racer.
Yeah,
I would
Uncharted,
buy like 5 copies. Just throw them at people. You have a PS4? No, here.
You go.
There you go.
Experience it.
Shout out to Ahmed's friends. It's just all right. Lastly, in the bit of news, the tournament that we had, the Hype It Up 5. If I hope a lot of you listeners came by. It was quite the experience.
That's a word for it.
That's
That is
definitely
a word for
an
it, yeah.
unmagnanimous word.
You know what? You are correct.
It was something. But a lot of, at the end of the day, those who weren't running the thing thoroughly enjoyed it. I heard no complaints, save from TJ about the bracket, but he does that every year.
Yes.
Everyone loved it. A lot of people, even people that I watch on streams, came by and said they like what we're doing and to keep it up, which was really cool. The guys from like New York or something just came by like, hey, I want to play it. I was like, yeah, it's pretty cool. What are your takes on it, guys in room?
No more Call of Duty.
No more Call of Duty.
That's it.
That's what he's saying. I'm still saying that.
No more Xbox. All right, Microsoft, you're listening. Fuck your system. Like, don't breathe on it. It
Don't be
eats-
that mean.
The second year in a row,
Dude,
like,
dude.
you put something there.
The natural.
Oh my God, you breathed on it.
Natural
No,
order.
eat this.
No, the natural thought should be don't pick up something that's moving.
Oh, so the guy picked up a call. We had to update the Call of Duty, even though we didn't have to. We had to because there was an update for the game. So we take the consoles to Kevin's room to update them. Come back, the guy's like, "Wait, the disc was in there." it's not loading. So open up the disc. Surely enough, Circle of
You
Death.
missed like the big
the reveal.
event before that.
Oh,
I told him to move the Xbox just like a couple feet, and he picks up the whole thing while the disc is moving.
And
Classic.
it's like
Interesting.
with the PS3, you could fucking shake it.
I
It
know.
won't do
Fucking
anything.
Reese did that
It's not
in
bad.
the office. I'm like, the disc is moving. He's picking it up. I'm like, oh my god,
No,
no,
it's
it's
like,
not
no, it's
again. It's,
not
like,
bad.
oh yeah.
Not even that. You can't really you can't scratch Blu-ray unless you're gonna take a knife to it. It's coded in such a way that it kind of like the edges just slide off the thing.
So wait, let me just rephrase that a bit. You're telling me if I want to scratch a disc, I have to do it manually?
No,
on the
you have to
PS3?
I
I have to manually on the PS3, and the Xbox will
No,
do it
yes.
for me.
You have
nice
to
perfect
take
circle.
the disc, put it on concrete, and DJ it in order to scratch the disc. On an Xbox, you have to take it out of the case to scratch it, and I'm not a fan of
Just
that.
open the case. It's like,
Plus, last year, guess what game broke?
was it a Carl on duty?
Yes, it was a Carl on Duty Black Ops 1. This year it was Black Ops Ghosts.
It's not Black Ops.
And I am not liking
Yeah, just call it
this.
Black Ops Ghost.
So I can't wait for the next one but the problem is you can't have Battlefield because it doesn't
Call of
believe in
Duty
it.
Modern Ghosts.
It's like you either play online or fuck you.
Yeah.
This-
We got Battlefield.
there's
I
no
definitely can't think about doing Titanfall because they'll boast about the cloud service.
we need to talk about this Titanfall. I don't get it.
I heard it's a
And-
game.
It's a game of like every other game. It's,
I heard it has Titans in it.
it's the
And well,
same
I heard you
shit.
attack them.
I mean, and one more thing, I mean, we could
Huge
just do
did
Killer Instinct on that, and that's pretty much it.
But that's
So
another
that'd be
fighting
awesome,
game.
but one, it's another fighting game. We have 7, and 2, there's only 6 characters. I don't know how awesome. Like,
Oh no, I
Wow.
gave.
no, Blaze Blue had 13, so I got it. But like,
Wait, there's 6 total characters.
6
Killer
characters now.
Six
The
characters
my
now.
my thought on this is that Xbox One came out so dry. They said, guys, we're gonna have to hurry you up for Killer Instinct, and you're gonna have to do it any way you can. They said, fine, we'll release what we have now and sequentially update it. So as it is, there's 6 characters. The other characters, I think another 6 total.
Uh-huh.
You have to buy $5
Well,
each.
Well, no,
it's
actually
more like
something.
2 more. Well,
No, is there 8 or 12 first?
well, actually, it's 8 in total.
Okay, so 8 total. You have to
Yeah.
buy the other 2, and then after that, there's another 8 or so that you have to buy $2 or $5 more.
Well,
Well, it's the seasons according to them. Like,
So you can't even buy them sequentially.
well, awkwardly, was it since I was a honorary?
They gave you it.
They gave me the code to unlock all the characters for Killer Instinct, and I gave it to Jermaine. So,
that's nice. of
so
Fuck you.
yeah, why? He has Killer
You should have
Instinct.
given it to me.
You don't have an Xbox.
I gave you the club. What did you give me?
you. I mean,
That's kind of
Oh,
that's,
okay.
that's the fair exchange. I give you my legacy, and you give me a video game.
you didn't. Like, what did you?
I don't need it. But
You don't need it.
But I could have
I
had
don't
it.
need it.
Question is, I don't have something
In the,
I could
in the
have
Why
had.
Story of SpongeBob, I don't need it.
Yeah.
I don't need it.
Io doesn't. Io doesn't need that webcam over there, but he could have had it.
He could have had it.
And as we
Wait,
all know-
that's not what I'm thinking of.
what?
Why?
I need that's SpongeBob. I was
Yeah.
thinking
Yeah,
of
we're talking-
Invader Zim.
Oh
Invader
no,
Zim.
this ain't. We ain't
It's
doing no
like, I
gibbon.
can't have it.
Grr ass.
I need it. What did he took something like a taco and he's crying? I need it. I need something with pigs or something. Whatever.
Yeah.
That was a
Invader
show.
Zim is weird. Johnny the Homicidal Maniac. Have you read that?
I have not read it, but I've heard things.
Yo, jeez.
Good old Yonan Vasquez, or he pronounces
That
Yonan.
guy.
He's a guy.
that guy.
He's unique.
He's
That's a word.
something.
Anyway, so that's about the tournament. What else?
Tournament was pretty cool.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Can't wait for the next one because fuck that shit.
Yeah,
Can't wait because fuck that shit. Right.
yeah, that's gonna be
That's a
fun.
phrase you hear from
Uh-huh.
people.
So now
Yeah,
let's
we did
get
see
into
that a lot.
the meat and potatoes of releases.
New releases.
Pretty
Well-
much everything that came out. Well, Kevin, you know the Xbox launch better than I do. You know I know it just as much as
Kind
you.
of.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, I like.
And I know
but
the
before we
PS4,
talk
but
about
what?
that, let's talk about BioShock Infinite.
Leave it alone
Why?
because you're reading the magazine I just got about a DLC that ain't out yet.
It is out.
It is
actually.
been out.
It's been out now.
Yeah, Burial Sea is out, and
You're acting like it's coming out like the future. when I
No,
talked
like
about
it's
it 3
coming out in
weeks
like
ago.
2 months. You didn't know it existed until 3 weeks ago.
November
is that
12th.
Greek? Look at that.
Yeah, look at that. It came out.
Well, yeah, it actually came out like
Oh.
weeks ago. I think
It's
the
not-
week before the.
I was
PS4
like, this
launch,
is a
but
preview. Yeah, this is a preview, and it comes out the 12th. Well, don't talk about it.
You don't want.
I can't. You can't talk about BioShock. It's kind of that rule.
What?
Because it's all story. There's nothing else.
It's
Okay, so there's a DLC
It's true.
for BioShock where now, because if you didn't play the game, you won't know who the girl is, so I can't spoil that. And
fine. It's a spoiler DLC. We can't talk about it.
but okay, so it takes place in Rapture,
BioShock
which
1
was
and 2.
BioShock 1 and 2. It's all BioShocks prior to Infinite.
Bioshock.
Where you and a mysterious woman go around, and I'm not even sure yet because all you've seen is the trailer of her lighting up your cigarette
Other
with
way
a
around, I
plasma.
think.
Well,
You're lighting up
I
your
don't.
cigarette
Well,
with
I
the
could
fire
explain
plasma.
it, but then
Spoilers.
Spoilers.
You can't.
Yeah,
you can't spoil.
so
So
fuck
why
you,
would we
Daniel.
I
talk
already
about
spoiled it
it?
for myself.
Can do it.
Fine. I just pointed out that was released. So.
Yes. So if you love Rapture, buy this DLC.
So to their credit, everything they make is golden.
Not exactly. No,
Okay,
Rosebud was
well,
the girl's
all
sled.
BioShock related story is good.
No, 2 is
Which
not
one?
good.
No, 2 was okay.
You think
2
so?
was okay. No, it was not as good as
So-
1 easily.
so-
but the ending of 2 was awesome.
So
Like,
golden means anything that's okay and above.
yes, it had a very good legacy. 1, 2, 3.
So Bayonetta's golden.
No.
No.
They said it was okay.
No, Bayonetta's combat was fine. That story was garbage.
That means
And
it's okay.
It still
No.
is though. Yeah.
it's just the game's good. How do you have a legacy off of one game that isn't like?
Well, Metal Gear did that.
No, Metal Gear had 2 games before Solid came out.
Mirror's Edge.
Mirror's Edge is the next bag over there.
I played that.
Demon
game.
Souls.
I remember
Ah,
playing it.
fuck. Anyway, so you have Killzone, Knack.
And Paddywhack and Contrast. And
No, I don't even want to do the. I don't want to do the
Yeah,
downloadables because we could use. All right, so PS4 has Resogun and Contrast. Contrast, where you play as a little girl's shadow, who for some reason, not shadow, sorry, shadow friend, who for some reason is like a 20-something-year-old buxom Cirque du Soleil woman.
What are those words you just mentioned?
Cirque
I'm
du
not
Soleil
sure.
buxom.
You don't know Cirque du
She's
Soleil?
a tall, skinny, big-breasted
know that,
woman
no. This is
who
my first
looks
time
like something.
Out of a Cirque du Soleil.
A
performance, I don't
hippie
know.
guy
Nice.
who took you to a French carnival, what his girlfriend would look like.
I
That's
totally
a
Hmm.
can picture that off the top of my head.
So
Totally.
there you go.
And she's also a shadow.
I didn't
so-
play it too much because I'm just like, it just reeks of Matthew.
I was,
It's
Oh,
just
you should
he was
see
he was
It
talking about it earlier today. I was like,
reeks
well,
of Matthew.
So you're saying
So the
when you
premise
play-
of the game
Okay.
is you're in this world with the girl, and you can see the world just fine, and you can see her, but she can see a different world. So it starts off with you looking at her while she goes to bed, and she's saying, "Wait, hide, my mom's coming." And the mom comes into the room, and she looks at you, and the mom is talking to the daughter. And then the daughter looks at you and whispers, like, "I guess she can't see you." So the daughter lays on her bed, but the shadow that it shows that she's being tucked into her bed by her mother. So the mother's asking her questions, and the girl in front of you is talking, but the shadow is responding to her mother. So what this kind of looks like is that in her world, she's going to bed, and her mother's tucking her in. In your reality, there's no mother. It's just her and the girl, because she's your friend, imaginary friends. So
Right.
she's the only one that exists to you. Everything else to you, the player, is a shadow. It gets weird. But
oh, so you're also like an actor in the, oh, Jesus Christ.
you're her imagination. No one else can see you but her.
That.
But the premise, anyway, of that is you exploring with this girl. And the catch is since you're a Figment, you get to do Figment-y stuff. Namely, contrast yourself. Title.
The catch is if you don't get back to the museum by sunrise, you turn into dust.
Statue.
What?
Dust.
Statue.
It was,
Dust.
it was a night
Gargoyle.
reference. Don't look too much into it.
Yeah, so any flat surface that has lighting on it, you can impose yourself onto the wall, kind of like Zelda in,
Okay.
Link to the Past 2.
Sidle that wall.
You could turn into a shadow and run over stuff. So, yeah, you can already think about the type of puzzle and stuff you'll have. Hey, look, I'm a shadow. I can go on the wall. So now this tree limb is a ledge because contrast.
Because
Okay.
shadows.
And I just don't care. It's just
Okay.
indie.
Okay, yeah. So moving on.
So you have Resogun, which is awesome. It throws you everything that the PlayStation 4 can and will do in like 10 seconds as soon as you pick up the controller. Your controller yells at you instructions, and then I remembered, wait, there is a speaker on this thing. So it's just yelling,
Exactly.
get this human, get this bomb, point. It's just yelling at you like a football coach. Like it's just run.
And every time you hear them, oh, human is lost. I'm
And
like,
so every time you shoot something, it explodes into a million particles.
It's so pretty too.
It is very pretty. Enemies come at you left and right. They just don't stop.
They
The
won't.
music is throbbing. It's a giant. It's like if you went into a club, all your drinks were laced with acid, and the DJ just did not care for your well-being.
I have seen some experience.
And every time you were convulsing, he just had a mic in your ear, like "Save the last human." So that's all he. That's all he would do. But it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun, especially if you like shooters.
Shmups.
Shmups.
Wow.
Thank you. I was looking for the word. If you like shmups.
If you're a schmuck.
Killzone, literally generic, really good looking generic first person shooter. That is one of the 2 games that I know of to implement the touchpad, where you use it to control an owl, robotic,
A robotic
invisible
assistant.
thing.
Yeah.
Literally,
Does
like
the
I said
robot
before, if
transform?
any of you have played Gears of War, Jack, whenever you would go to any closed door and press X, and that robot who was never there would then materialize and open it. It's the same thing. You materialize it whenever you want, and you swipe on the touchpad on the PS4 up to make it attack, down to shield you, left to EMP stun everyone, and right to make a
line.
zip line
Yeah.
for you to use to go in place. So it's very useful. And then you press L1 and it goes in the direction that you want it to. Which does bring up a point to Killzone that has a really cool feature that I hate because you just can't see it the way that the PlayStation 4 controller is made. When you get shot, your health is reflected on the controller. So you start off with a green colored controller, dimming down from green to like yellow
Yellow?
to orange to red,
Yeah.
and then blinking red when you're gonna die in the next 1 or 2 hits. The problem is you don't see this.
Yeah, I was gonna say, you
No.
gotta look down.
You're
I'll
looking
listen.
at the screen when
I
you're
need to
done
play like
shooting. Like
this.
it's really cool if you get out of a shootout situation and you're like breathing, and you look at your controller. It's going crazy. It's blinking like nonstop. It's dark red. Like you'll notice it lights on or off. It looks really cool, but you don't see it.
Yeah,
And because the way you're
really
holding the controller, arguably, the way that the LEDs are on the PS4 is it's facing this way,
Yeah.
and you're looking this way. You're completely, but it doesn't overshadow where you're looking at, so you will never see it.
Yeah.
Unless the room is pitch black at midnight, where you see just like hell in the outside of your corner of your eyes. You're like,
Yeah.
oh yeah, controller.
Yeah, that's the thing. Even while I was playing pitch in pitch dark, I barely noticed the damn thing.
Yeah,
Cause
so-
mostly because I was playing on my headphones, I was like,
Yeah.
oh wait, it's blinking. Oh, okay.
That's it. So it's meh, whatever.
It's,
but
man, it's alright.
that. However, the multiplayer is confusing as hell. They're trying to do this thing where, you know how in Halo 2, Kevin, where you made zombies and all that stupid garbage, which they then made modes in Halo 3.
So you're saying in Halo 2 they made a custom game with zombies, and then they later
How
implemented-
you
Game.
made like
Custom
you made those
game.
custom games, yeah.
Yes.
And then they then say, hey, this is
Forge.
popular, let's make them
Forge
exactly.
mode.
No, not Forge. Forge wasn't in 2.
I know, but it was like custom game. Guess custom games.
Mhm.
Yes, then it became Forge.
Functionality
yeah.
for custom
Yeah.
games.
Nah,
No, it was yeah.
well, Forge was one, and then Zombies was literally a mode, wasn't it?
Yeah, like the community
Yeah.
made a game mode where if you kill this guy, you turn into
Yeah,
a guy with a
exactly.
sword,
Yeah.
and then they're like, "Oh, this seems cool. Let's make it a playlist of just that game type."
Yeah.
So
Okay.
and then Forge came
Okay.
to be yeah.
Yeah, where you make the
Okay,
games.
so-
Okay, so
Go
now
ahead.
So what is that multiplayer?
So now what in Killzone multiplayer, they're doing something similar where the who made Killzone anyways? It's
Me.
not Sony.
No,
It's
not.
Guerrilla
Yeah.
Studios. They're looking at the settings that you use for each match. Pistols on, pistols off, shotguns, extra damage, shotguns, no extra damage, yada yada yada. They'll see what you do. And then whatever's the most popular, they'll go and then throw as, hey, this is our match of the week or match of the month. Or they'll go and advertise this. So if you make another zombies mode that's really cool, they will then advertise it. So when you go to multiplayer, this is what everyone's doing. You could jump in and out. So it's
Yeah.
kind of cool, but there are
That's-
so
That's
many.
what Halo 2 did.
Yeah, exactly. I'm saying Halo 2 did it first.
Yeah.
But they're just doing it on a now. You don't have to wait for the next game to come out. Even before we make it a mode, we'll tell everyone to jump into this because this looks cool.
Yeah.
But the way you get into a map, it's so confusing. So you'll press X to like go into the modes are split into playlists like old school rules, new school rules, custom rules, blah blah blah, and it doesn't say what the game types are in there. It just says these. You press X on that, and then it loads a million submenus of what this is like. Okay, in this game that you didn't know until you pressed X on, the shotguns are off. You only have pistols. You can't level up, yada yada. You're like, what the hell is this? It's so confusing. It's archaic.
Yeah.
Usually exactly what you just talked
Exactly.
But I gotta give it credit for that you have all the weapons from the get go.
You don't. You do not. You have a lot of them, but you don't. You still have to level up.
You still have to.
And there's certain games, like I know for a fact, I like Scout. Scout is sniper, but
I like support.
you can't get them all. I do like support too,
Yeah.
but you can't get the Gatling guns. You start off with just light machine guns.
Yeah,
you
but,
get the
but at least you get different machine guns.
and then I think when you level up, you get more health kits to throw to people or something like that.
basically, yeah.
But yeah, I do like that too. So going back on to what Daniel said, also you do have you do rank up a la Call of Duty, but it goes more the
mean-
Battlefield route.
Yeah.
Where actually, yeah, whatever. It's more like Battlefield. Every time you rank up, you
And
earn
a
access
certain kit.
to a different. Yes.
To a different
Every time
kit,
you
yeah.
rank up in your kit, which is Assault, Scout, and Support, you get something different. So say if the support who heals you ranks up, he now has the option of using a stronger shotgun. If he ranks up again, now he can either heal you from farther away or
So
revive
it's
more
exactly
people at
like
once.
Battlefield.
Exactly.
Yeah.
To a
As you're explaining it.
Yeah, just.
it's no, it's not better, but it's not as good as Battlefield,
But yeah,
but it's definitely Battlefield-esque.
I mean, yeah, credit. Give me an effort with this Killzone at least.
They
compared
made
to-
an effort with 3. 3 wasn't bad at all.
Yeah, okay, it wasn't too bad, but no, you got it, man. This Killzone, it was actually a lot more different than the last
Oh, it
one.
was specifically because everybody complained that you're not heavy or you were too heavy,
Yeah.
and now you
oh
move.
yeah, yeah, that is
you
true.
move
You are
lighter
light
now.
you are light as the first
You're
thing
not
I want.
Call of Duty Feather,
But still, you're
but
light.
Call of Duty Feather.
you're
No, but
really
if you
light.
be playing, even a Killzone veteran, you definitely
Dog,
feel
Call
the
of
weight.
Duty, you're like running on skateboards.
No.
Everybody, my
No.
UAV's online.
No, no.
My UAV's online. I just
No,
throwing everybody UAVs.
Here's this
everywhere.
perk where now your rollerblades have
You know
jets
what?
on them.
No,
No.
it's like you have rollerblades with lubes applied on them.
And then now we have made. I just imagine Peter Molyneux at the next Call of Duty reveal, and we have made every wheel on the rollerblade have Frosty on them. So
You can see that the spin's ready. Frosty.
let's slow it down. 1080p.
Also, notice the fish will run away from your
Oh my god.
Notice the ant crawling as he's running through.
It's like where the fuck is the?
Look at this ant farm. Let's zoom out and go into look. At this. There's a complete ant farm.
To this half a mission that you'll only be in one Scott.
Right.
Anyway,
But
Killzone, it's okay.
It's okay.
Knack, I haven't bought it because it's exactly what you think of generic new age
new age hippie bullshit.
particle showy tech showcase
It is
for
a
the
tech
new
showcase
system.
of its particle.
It's funnish. It's definitely funny.
No, what? You see
If you
streams.
you see the streams, it's
yeah,
funny. It's
actually-
a
yeah.
funny game, but it's exactly what you see. Just walking
It-
around, punch stuff with
Fun
Play-Doh.
stuff and but I had again it's really tough though.
Yeah, it's maddeningly difficult.
It's so difficult,
The hard mode makes people. It's not Dark Souls, but it's,
Oh,
It's
I-
not Dark
hard.
Souls, but even so, it's hard.
seven. But it's like one of the. I think it's the only launch game that's one of the 2 launch games that isn't Lego
No.
that you can play with somebody else on
Yeah.
the same console with another
Oh
controller.
yeah, it is one of those.
So split screen.
It's-
Yeah.
it-
No, not split screen. It's just 2
not
on
split
1
screen,
screen.
Just 2 on the same.
But
plane.
either way, it's only
Hey, gotcha.
it's the only
Yeah.
multiplayer game that isn't Forza that you can play on one console. That's that, and the other games are just
multi-platform games that you can
multi-platform games that look tingently better. Going on the
play.
Xbox,
But it looks
tingently.
infinitely better.
Intentionally?
I saw Tinny for a
Tinny.
review for the headphones that I was going to buy.
They sound like tin cans in
So
your ears.
I was thinking Tinny, and then tinge is the same marginal tinge, smidgen,
Smidgen.
wee skosh.
This is how people
Kevin,
make up
Xbox
words.
One launch
West
titles.
All right, let's
I have to
review.
know.
have-
Forza 5.
Forza 5
Do you have
looks
a thesaurus
awesome.
on you?
I do not have a thesaurus.
I'd like to
I
learn
did
those.
want personally. I'm a diehard Grand Theft Auto fan. Gran Turismo fan.
Okay.
Okay.
But,
going.
I'm a diehard Gran Turismo fan.
I like Gran Turismo.
Forza 5 looks fucking awesome.
Now, remember Daniel back in the first podcast we did? Remember your little thing on what they said they did? That it's running on 100% full power for it?
All right.
I don't know
did
what the
say
fuck
that.
he's talking about.
The Forza 5
Maximum power.
maximum using the maximum power.
Maximum overdrive?
Yeah.
Yes.
No,
Saying it's
shift
using
into
they said that they're using the Xbox One's full power.
Come the fuck on.
Yeah,
Like,
we were just like, no.
No, God.
I mean, yes, it
We
looks
turn
pretty,
the
but-
power on, it can't get any more. Like, it's the most.
But
You can stop making games. This is what
This
you're
is
gonna
Yeah.
it. This is the
but
best.
interesting enough, the car list isn't as big as the last one.
Ouch.
My-
Well,
yeah,
maybe,
actually-
maybe.
Well, of course.
No,
yeah.
it's not.
Maybe.
Off initial, no, it's not.
No, not saying that it's on maybe because same thing with Gran Turismo. Oh, five. Kinda.
Yeah.
All right, so we don't have as many premium cars, but the cars that we have look way better.
Yeah, they
so
look
maybe
nicer.
that's the thing.
But then there's DLC, like in the
Yeah,
Forza
that's
4,
the
like
bullshit.
every
Every week.
there's some cars that here's a smart car. You know you want to drive a smart car.
No, you don't.
Is the customization still in this one?
Why wouldn't it be?
Because was it in 4?
Yes,
Because
it
there's
was.
not
Was
enough
it in
power
Horizon?
on the disc.
Fuck Horizon. That doesn't
Yeah,
exist.
no one likes it, but was it I don't think it was in
I don't think it was in
Horizon.
Horizon.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
But yeah, the customization's there. That's
yeah,
awesome.
customize it. So basically, everything he loves in 4, 5, nicer looking,
Sweet.
prettier looking. Cars,
That's
Cars.
car junkies.
Cowboy
You
crowd.
need this.
Yes.
All right, next one, Killer Instinct. It's a fighting game. I don't know much to talk about. I'm not a fighter guy.
So the Killer Instinct, 6 characters. I shared
Now,
my distaste.
let's refresh everybody. When was the last Killer Instinct game?
1998.
I thought it was 2000.
2000. Killer Instinct 2 or Gold
Yeah.
came out for.
Nintendo 64.
No,
Was it?
there was no Killer Instinct for 64, was there?
There was, actually.
I know there was one for arcade.
Well,
But either way, Killer Instinct 2 came out 99 or 2000. And that was the last
So,
one.
at
that
least
they
to go with
made.
math, that's almost
That's 13 years
that's
ago.
2.5 decades. No, wow,
One-
Whoa.
one and a half decades.
4 score.
Son of a bastard.
7 years ago.
Okay. So other than that, this with this game, they actually, I believe I don't know if it was intentional. They did the approach of,
Okay, yeah.
you know, pay a little bit of your money to get a part of the game, and then if you want to expand into it, pay more, as in like with the characters, as you said.
Hey, if you want to
They
get-
said that I believe I don't know the source of that. But they said that that's like that might be like a new way of consumers buying games now.
They do have the
Well-
whole, like, if you want to just buy it straight up, here's like, was it $30 or $40, something like that?
Mhm.
Yeah.
So that's good at least.
Or if you just want the free game with one guy, two
Well, yeah,
guys.
that's what I'm saying.
So
If you're like, I
what's
just want
your-
to buy the, I don't want to deal with this, just give me the.
What's
the full
what's,
package.
what's your guys' take on that? Stick with the just buy the game full, or buy it partial? Then
I rather prefer to get the Game of the Year edition when they have all the characters.
I like both. You need both, and I definitely do like the buy what you want aspect. Dead or Alive Ultimate doing it for PS3. It comes with 2 characters, and you buy who you want. You don't have to buy everything else.
Yeah,
so
you
the
don't
game
have to
could
buy
be
those
$15 to you.
Tekken,
Revolution.
Revolution. It's a free game, and you buy your character. It's expensive as hell. I don't like it. It's like
No,
$6 per character. But
It's actually more like a modified version.
um,
Yeah.
you get what you want as much as you play. However, you haven't played this game since you were, like
teenager.
not even 7. Like you were very young when
Yeah.
Killer Instinct
Yeah.
2, and
Well,
most of
well,
us
well,
only remember it from Killer Instinct 1, where
Well-
you were definitely
Yeah.
almost 20 years ago.
Well,
You just don't. You want everybody. So releasing 6 people now and then saying buy the rest is kind of It's very kind of.
it is kind of
However, I do love me them. I hated these ultras.
ultra.
I'm loving these ultras now.
Oh, now you
Because
do?
every time you do the combos, it takes off it mutes the background music,
Yeah.
and every time you hit them, your hits become the audio soundtrack.
Yeah.
So every time
Clearly
you punch
ripped
somebody, it's
off
like a
of-
guitar riff or a drum hitting
Yeah, right.
somebody or something. Like it sounds really cool.
So
It's
do
clearly
you-
ripped off of Zelda Wind Waker.
Do you see this game seeing competitive play or
No,
just casual?
I don't. No, I don't at all. For one, it can't be competitive now. There's nobody there. And even when it comes out in time for Evo, there's maybe 8 people.
At least 12.
Maybe even if there's 12, right? You can only play it on.
Xbox One.
You can only play it on Xbox One.
And you can only get arcade stage for the Xbox One unless.
So no, even just to play it competitively, you need to buy. Unless you're really good. Me, I would need a stick. This only stick out is $200.
Yeah. Unless you got
The system is $500.
It sounds like a good trade.
To get the characters is an additional 20.
Yep.
It's $1,000.
What?
Fuck that. So
500 plus 200 plus 20.
that's plus tax. It's like 800 and some change. 900 I'm still going in there with a $1,000 credit card. I'm not buying.
much.
That's a down payment on a fucking car.
Bottom line is, you need to give a lot.
You need to have to spend a lot of money just to go to Evo and lose to some guys doing this. Like I'm not.
1, 2, 3.
I'm not doing that. Not only that, you can only do ultras when they're dead anyway. So
Yeah, only
it's-
when you're dead. I can't imagine.
But that was your favorite part of Soul Calibur.
This is all-
Doing the gun when he's dead.
PlayStation
you mean
All Stars,
Credit
which was awesome, didn't have an evil following. The only reason Melee made it was because they raised a lot of money for cancer. So I don't see this making a following, regardless of. I'm waiting to see the pitchforks.
The only reason
Melee made it is because they paid for my boot. Like yes,
Yes. Yeah,
see me,
Melee.
bro.
Okay.
Falcon.
But yeah, Killer Instinct probably.
Killer Instinct's okay.
I mean, it just got.
It's not worth.
I mean,
no
just
hundreds
got the
of dollars.
recognition because we haven't seen this
'Cause
game
you haven't
for a
seen
very,
Very
long
long
time,
time.
and now they give it to us.
For
because-
locking it on
Plus, it's
the one,
rare,
that's a
man.
good thing. But yeah.
No, it wasn't.
It's
Actually, it's
not
more
rare.
like Double Helix.
It's gonna piss me
Yeah,
off
it's
too
not
if they
rare,
go
no.
from Killer Instinct 3 to like Viva Pinata 3.
Oh god.
Did they make it 2? I think they made it 2.
They made Viva Pinata, Trouble in Paradise.
So
Viva
yeah,
Pinata,
Viva
Return of the
3.
Viva,
Yeah.
Viva Pinata, The Reckoning, Viva Pinata.
Viva
Viva Pinata, I just want my damn candy.
Electric Pinata.
Oh my god, stop with that. Why you gotta make a reference? to
Everybody
Yeah,
does.
we were doing just fine.
So
Then the
next
third
up.
game would
Next
be Dead Rising 3, and the only thing I
just-
know about that is Mega Man X. That's
Ah,
That's it.
Capcom's
Game
habitual. Fuck you.
That's pretty much that. I mean, yeah.
Look at all the zombies.
It's Dead Rising and it's
it. But I've heard it's not like Dead Rising. It's literally just turned into this
gritty. That's what it is.
gritty.
I heard they did dial back the gritty just a bit after the we'll say negative reception, but it's
But
still
no,
it's still
even-
grittier
It's
for
still
sure.
grittier. Definitely. Like it still has the ceiling.
There's a boss who has a flamethrower with 2 kerosene tanks and
Yeah, I know.
balls, and he wears a Speedo and he's humping in the air with a Minotaur mask. Like, how are you angry
Boilerplate.
about it being dark?
Oh yeah.
There's a
that's-
guy
No,
with
no.
a giant flame
Dead-
dong.
Dead
He's
Rising
doing
1
this.
and 2, you know, they had their charm, as in like
Except the
it-
chainsaw.
the
and
guys
fire.
are crazy psychopaths, and you're like the sane guy there, and you're just trying to get past this hellhole. Whereas in like 3, you're like, I'm just badass. I just do what I want.
Well, you're more like an engineer.
You're more like
You're literally Isaac
you're a
Clarke.
Mexican Isaac Clarke.
You are. Man.
Um,
Oh god.
in a city that is closed off due to the zombies,
And the
and
city is going to blow up.
you have 3 days or something to get out of it, like every Dead Rising. However, it's different now. I do like how they're kind of doing a Day
They
of
have
the
a
Dead,
dog
Dawn of
named
the
Frosty.
Dead. No,
Okay.
they
Dawn of the
probably
Dead?
do. Where you live, where humans and zombies live alongside each other, and the Zombrex from every other one is now like the government mandated. Everyone gets some. You don't get any, you turn into a zombie. You get some, you don't have to worry about it. So nobody really cares, from what I at least know the story. That being said, all the zombies, throw them in Raccoon City, barricaded off. They can't get to us. We have our drugs. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I guess we're gonna blow up everybody here because
You know,
you're already lost.
reasons.
Because of
Americans.
reasons.
That's how they work.
I personally, it looks cool, it looks fun. I just don't care for it. I'm done with the zombies.
But Walking Dead, season 2.
The show.
Clement?
Oh
No,
no,
the
no,
game.
no! Walking Dead, the game, is the
Yeah.
only zombie thing ever that has nothing to do with the zombies. It's
You know,
a
it's
beautiful,
not-
it's a beautiful story.
Okay.
Yeah, it was just more
Nothing
Like,
to do with zombies.
yeah, it's more like you and the people.
Did you
around
did you beat it,
Did you beat
Kevin?
I didn't spend money on it, but I know the ending.
Oh man,
it? Oh,
what
okay.
is
Wow,
wrong with
Kevin,
you?
how could you?
Remember
do
that one night we
How?
all
Yeah, but we
Would you?
never
Yeah.
finished.
I know.
'cause, God,
Okay.
what you call it? The episode 2 or 3, the farmhouse.
Mm-hmm.
You remember that one? You ever see
No,
that
I
one?
only played episode 1.
That had nothing to do with zombies. The beginning,
Absolutely
the whole,
nothing,
it had
yeah.
absolutely nothing to do with zombies.
Yeah.
Arguably my favorite next to the end. It had absolutely nothing to do with zombies. The story's really good.
It was so good.
Spoiler alert: the ending is ridiculous.
I told you. I told you.
Load that up right now. I want to be spoiled.
It's so good.
Come on.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
Don't actually.
I can't wait for that though. But then it sucks. It's only on PS3 and Vita, so I have to turn on my PS3 to play Walking Dead. If you
do?
turn on, what I don't like is this is the first console generation I had both consoles from the old and next gen. So if you turn on your PS3 after messaging and going crazy on your PS4, every message you made is a new message on the
On
PS4.
the PS3.
The PS3. So to
Yeah.
keep notifying you, like, Io made a message. I'm like, I am Io. Daniel sent Io a message. This guy replied to this, sent you this. Like, it'll just go one by one by one. I'm like, I don't care.
It's the same with the beta. You know that?
And it does get annoying, too,
Yeah.
because I had a code for Beyond Two Souls I was going to put in, but I'm on the PS4. And then right before I hit confirm, I'm like, wait, I can't even download it on this console. What happens if I
Yeah.
install this? So I left that alone.
There we go. Work on that.
But yeah, so
Okay.
Xbox's 3 games.
No,
there-
it's
is there
about
one more?
Rice.
And
Oh, yeah,
Rice.
Rice.
Yeah, I didn't get that.
Reese.
Rice, aka let's go back.
Sparta.
Cry
Sparta.
Engine looks good. That's pretty
Ghost
much
of Sparta.
Ghost of Sparta.
They did it first. Kratos was the first Frosty.
Everyone says Kratos is the best hero.
it.
It's
Yeah.
Hercules.
So yeah, Content Boy Rice is, just download fair Trojan war kind of killer fun. So it's a brawl.
It looks like
Are you not entertained?
Heavy Sword
Not really.
wanted to
Okay.
look like
I was pretty bored.
Okay.
Heavy Sword. It looks like what Heavenly Sword wanted to be, kinda.
Not really.
Not really.
Heavy
Well,
Sword was.
if you took off Frosty Frost
Gotcha.
and put in Twing Twang and Naruto,
now you're just,
God,
now you're just
come
getting
on.
silly.
it's there. Like
You can't just get rid of the Frost that easy.
And you can't just bring
it
in
would be
twins.
the same game, only like it would be.
Also, you can't just bring in Twin Twang. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Twing
It's so
Twang.
good. Like, why is
More
that?
like-
Why are they not back? Oh, Twing Twang.
Just
I
Spike
know.
Took me like 2/3 of the game to get what the fuck that meant.
I did notice in the multiplayer mode, you're like in a coliseum or whatever, so it has like the audience entertainment meter.
They did
And
have that.
one of the rankings is entertained, so I can only assume at the bottom is not entertained.
So you have that guy from what is that game? Not Game of Thrones. That other one.
Gladiator.
Yeah.
Is
No,
Are
not
you-
is that the show or the movie? The one
The
with
movie.
the guy who
The
keeps saying
movies.
thumbs up and down. Not Gladiator.
That
the
was
movie.
Gladiator.
That's
Not the
Gladiator.
movie. Damn it. That was Gladiator.
Yes.
Skinny white guy
Are
in
you
black.
not entertained?
No, not Russell Crowe. Gladiator. I got that. Damn it. Never mind.
They always did that. Every movie does that.
No, not. There's a TV show with the guy.
Game of
That's what I was thinking. Was it Game of
Garfield.
Thrones?
You're
I don't
thinking
watch it.
Garfield.
Whereas some guy just keeps.
Garfield?
All he does is the yes. Shut up.
You know, Garfield the Ater.
Because there is the. Fuck it. Spartacus is a show.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if that guy was from it with the whole, God, you guys are worse.
Russell
Maybe,
Crowe.
yeah.
So going back to the
It's Mad
multiplayer,
Max.
they did they took it from, but it's definitely
It's a horde mode.
seen in the God of War Ascensions, where you did have one team of gladiators versus the other. None of you were Kratos, of course.
No, yeah,
You
Kratos.
picked a gladiator who had an allegiance to a god, which I think you can do in Rise.
Yeah.
And you fight people, you kill people.
Oh, yeah, and Hercules would be
You
stunning.
do other stuff, and then there would be one thing in the middle of the map to do whatever. Blah,
And,
blah.
yeah,
Yeah,
one of
they're
them was
objective
But
here and
Hercules.
there.
the biggest thing from both games was that the maps were dynamic. They would change.
Yeah.
So in
Yeah.
Rise, you would have different layers of like trap-filled dungeons and stuff come out. In God of War, you can control what happens on this portion of the map or flip this side of the map or something else. So I do like that. It keeps you involved. You can't stay in one place. You will die.
You will die,
So you have to
yeah.
move, and then everybody else wants to kill you, so you will have to fight or you will die. So I do like that aspect. But
But you don't like Dark Souls.
no, because Dark Souls
So
doesn't give you that
bullshit.
choice. If you stay in one place, you'll die.
You stay
And
in one
if
place,
you
you-
don't stay in one place, you'll die.
And if you try
And
to
if
go
you
to-
don't, some guy who just wants to mine rock is going to kill you.
Oh, no.
And
And then some guy
the wall.
No,
And,
let's not forget. Some guy standing,
No one on earth
standing
can make it
behind
fall.
the cliff, a rock at the cliff, would just come and just surprise you and kick you off the cliff.
Faggot Bruce.
Just like real life.
Just,
It's like in real life. It's like Charlie Brown, the game. Every time you die, you can hear. Wah, wah. That's right there. You died. Wah, 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 wah. It's-
yeah, so that's pretty much.
Prepare to troll. God.
Yeah, so that's pretty much. the-
Shout outs to
Oh.
Guerrilla Studios. If you start off Killzone Shadowfall, you're a little kid. You play it as the character you're going to continue in, as a little kid escaping the Hellgas taking over. And you run out of your room, and on your walls, you know, you're a kid, you have posters everywhere. One of the walls says Dark Trolls. And it's a picture of some guy running away from a giant fat troll. But it's taken in the guise of Shadow of the Colossus, where you had Wander and the giant rock colossus about to smash him.
Yeah.
But instead of the giant rock colossus, it's just a literally like 40-foot fat troll with a giant club about to kill you.
Yeah.
Underneath just dark trolls. Like, it's perfect. I'm one of many, Kevin. I am one of many. Yet your voice is louder. I don't understand.
Because we have reasons.
Because
you just have hateness.
I don't have hateness. This is
Hateness
bullshit.
and
I-
words.
Shameless plug-in of the week, everybody. Ratchet and Clank
Into the next.
Into the Nexus. Please buy it. It's
Oh, yeah.
$30. It is not expensive. And to my chagrin, I love using words today. It comes with a downloadable code to Quest for Booty.
Oh yeah.
It's right there. So I get 2 games.
Do you think
for
this
one.
is a good thing?
Yes.
Chagrin was
Yeah.
not the right word
Oh.
then.
Yes.
Literally the
I
opposite.
know, but I do love the fact that I get 2 Ratchet and Clank games. Even if both are short, I get 2 games
Well, I
for
believe
$30.
It's,
And I think it goes on Vita. So
Yeah.
Well, not yet, but they said it might
Quest for Booty.
eventually.
Pretty sure that's Vita. Also, shout out Fameless plugin before Kevin finishes that thought. PlayStation Plus Vita members get Oddworld Stranger's Wrath, and I've never
Oddworld.
played that before.
Oddworld.
Oh, wow.
I never played
I-
Stranger's Wrath.
The boiler.
So I get to play it.
The boiler room. The
What?
boiler.
That's
It's a
awesome.
None of us
cutscene.
have played the game, Kevin,
When
so you just
When
sound
he's
weird.
eavesdropping, they're like, he's in the boiler room. The boiler?
Oh, I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't want to play
I've only
anymore.
really played 1 and 2. So
Oh, yeah, almost finished them. Okay.
Munch's
Munch's
Odyssey, I
Odyssey.
can't play. I cannot. I played it for like an hour. Like fuck this.
Oh, yeah.
Like, but
Oh, yeah.
Stranger's Wrath, the gameplay is fine, but I hate him talking.
Him talking.
His voice pisses me off.
Yeah, the boiler.
I gotta
Oh, not him.
do stuff. Like he's so slow. Like bad slow.
Oh yeah, so now that we're done with the launch games, we got one more game that got released yesterday on the Vita, and that's Tearaway.
Oh yeah,
Medium
Tearaway.
Wallet, but
I
Medium
can't
Wallet
play
game.
it because I have to buy fucking headphones.
He did
But,
have to buy headphones, didn't you?
Yeah.
But yeah, Tearaway, it's what you expect from a Medium Wallet game if you experience Little Big Planet. It is so cute and charming
Cute.
as hell. Like
Charming.
how the game will start off is just like with narrator just talk about the whole line and then just show off a hole in the sky. And this hole in the sky is the front camera showing your face. Literally, like
So when you were a kid and you watched Teletubbies and that little baby was the
Yeah.
sun and you never understood why, now you do.
Now
now
you know.
you do. That's
Extremely,
pretty much that.
extremely
And,
long
and
play
again,
marketing
I
strategy.
really never got that though. It was the creepiest shit I've ever seen.
Yeah.
I never watched
Why
Teletubbies.
is the baby the sun? I'm not white.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah, and the thing
It
about
represents
too-
rebirth and the dawn of a new world and the cycle of life and death and the creation.
Shut up, Adam, please.
Am I wrong?
He's going so deep
No,
for
he's-
something. This is the bullshittiest answer ever.
He's so right. It's just no.
You know, at this rate, you guys are just gonna lose track of the audience again, and I have to start from the beginning.
So,
Anyway,
Tearaway,
Teletubbies.
the sun is a baby.
Anyway, the sun is pretty much the baby, and they will intentionally point you out for like, oh, there's this guy in the sky who's watching, and he's kind of creepy all the time. And so you just create this character where he's pretty much like the messenger, and he's supposed to send a message to you, and you're supposed to help
Shoot
him.
him?
Well, you're supposed to help him out.
Uh-huh.
And how you help him out too is actually pretty sweet, because you can use the black touch of the Via, and you can literally poke your finger in the game, and it would
that
show
game,
off. Like I was like.
I suddenly remembered.
This was one of those games that actually you really utilize the VIA or the VIA's functionality without making it feel like a gimmick at all, because it has a purpose all the way through. And yeah, it's actually pretty good. If you do have it with kids, I definitely recommend that, definitely, because it does feel like a kids
I
game.
love Medium. They can do no wrong, and they've only made 3 games.
Oh yeah, if you get by the way, if you get it from the PlayStation Store, you get skins for Little Big Planets and levels and stuff like that.
That scares me. It's been almost 2-3 years, and Little Big Planet 2 is still getting DLC.
I know,
Like
right?
new DLC.
New DLC.
Weekly
Yeah.
DLC,
Weekly DLC. Games that come recently.
bro. Like Marvel, DC,
Marvel,
these games,
Metal
other games,
Gear.
Metal Gear, like Final Fantasy.
See,
The only thing that got Final
Rockman
Fantasy
3 would have
7.
kept going.
It beat Rock.
Shoulda
It beat Rock
kept
Band.
going.
It
Shoulda
beat Rock
kept
Band.
going.
That's crazy.
And yeah,
Shoulda.
just kept,
There's how many songs in
Going.
existence, and Sackboy beat them.
Sackboy is OP.
yeah. Yeah, so that's
Needs to
like,
be nerfed.
Yeah, so that's terrible.
Conveniently funny enough, I was listening to a podcast the other day, and you know what came up, Kevin?
Alright.
Halo was the best launch game ever, and you know why? The handgun.
The heck?
The
Oh,
pistol?
It's like-
the scope missing.
Scope
It's
him.
because
No.
like it's because like every game's like here's this pistol. You won't use it much. Halo. Oh my god, the pistol's amazing too.
God,
It's amazing. And then Halo 2 decided to nerf the shell of it.
that pistol never came back.
Pistol is like the most like changed weapon in the whole
It
series.
is actually.
I
mean,
want to say
I
it
mean,
would
they
be
tried
the
to bring it back-
Needler.
I mean,
No, the
Or no, not the needler. The
plasma pistol.
the green shit. The one you got to charge up to
yeah,
shoot.
the
Plasma pistol.
Yeah.
No, not true. They had to change the stuff that worked with it.
Well, no, basically.
Because before they had dual handling,
Yeah,
dual wielding
Halo
made it
2,
broken.
yeah, they had dual
so they
wielding.
took out dual wielding to fucking do it.
Yeah. Yeah, but they still use
No, like pistol's the most changed one. I think.
It is the most changed
Yeah,
weapon.
I
I
guess.
mean, I think they try to bring it back in Reach with the scope again.
Yeah, but it just wasn't.
They had
it
Bloom,
wasn't-
which was like, this is stupid. It's like,
All right. So with that, stuff's out. Let us know in the comments or on the Facebook page if you've gotten a next gen, how you like it.
and if you don't,
If you don't like it, why don't you like it?
No, if you already do,
Please.
What
Feel free
games
to
do you
leave
have
terrible
for it? What games do you? Please do.
And
It would
if
be
you
fun to
already-
read.
Also, if you already do, tell us the games that you never played on it. You know who you are.
yeah, tell us about Thief and
Yeah.
Thief
Watch
was
Dogs.
awesome. You know, Thief was one of those games I had in the 90s where I just had the demo and I was completely content with it. Like, that was my game. That
Mine was
Uh,
Morrowind at that
Mor-
time.
had a demo?
Morrowind had a demo.
Oh,
I
I
had
can't
to.
even. Jesus. I had Morrowind and I never got past, like, the first town.
Yeah, me too. Morrowind. It didn't tell you where to go. I remember there's
America.
yeah.
There's your mission. What the
I would just walk, guy falls from the fucking sky. Like, what the fuck? Is
It's
this?
too big. It's the only. I
Yeah.
just couldn't do. I could not do
Yeah, I
anything.
couldn't. I was like, where am I going? Why does everybody hate me now? I mean, I only killed one guy.
That one. Then the other one was Legacy of Kain 2 Soul Reaver.
Oh yeah, Soul Reaver.
Just the demo all day. MDK, which we talked
Oh,
about.
good fun.
MDK 2. God.
Oh God.
Mine was Legend of Dragoon.
That one had a demo.
Oh.
Yeah, PS1.
Yeah, it did have a demo.
Yeah,
I did,
I'd
yeah.
play that all the time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd be like, wow,
That would have been a good question. What's your favorite demo?
demo.
Yeah, God, there's so
I
many.
think
good
mine was
ones.
Halo.
I still have my collection of PS1 demos.
So do I.
PS2 demo discs?
OXMs and yeah.
Oh my God,
PS1s.
OXM! I had them all!
It would give you trailers and like then like the demos.
There
and
was
all
this
that.
one disc that came with the demo to a Japanese game where you played as a no-name guy who just shot like rainbow bullets out of a gun on a town. And they said that it might come to the U.S., so to get hype for it, here's a demo to this game, and it never came out, but it was fucking good.
Oh.
I need to find that disc again. Like, it's a really fucking good game.
Yeah.
But yeah, we'll entertain that one as a question. Because the last week's question was your favorite video game character, but because the PS4 was coming out and then the Xbox One right afterwards, it kind of got swamped with news. So we don't really have answers from that, save what we said before, which I don't remember. I think I said Nathan Drake.
Yeah,
You did. Nathan Drake.
Yeah, he's just too fun.
Yeah, because you
Kill
said
pirates. He's just
Yeah.
point and
like,
shoot.
yeah, Jones.
And
Yeah,
I,
he's the best. He's a young Indiana
and I
Jones.
talk about Autocon for being such a pussy and then being a badass and being a
Did you really?
Decepticon?
yeah
Okay.
yeah Autocon.
Oh, Otacon, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Shalashaska.
Shalashaska.
God.
Low
The Lalilulelo.
God.
That's when you knew
Metal.
Metal Gear Solid 2 got me. The Patriots are here. The Lalilulelo. I didn't say that. What are you talking about? This is not in the game at all.
I hear it's amazing when the purple flapjack rocked.
Colonel, what did he just say? I need scissors 661. The game got so weird. You're calling people. There's this Japanese woman in a swimsuit and the Kodak and Campbell's. Oh God, the game got batshit at the end. I loved it. Fishing mailed, and you had to play through. Like, oh God, Hideo Kojima.
Oh, Mr. Kojima.
That last hour was bullshit.
But you gotta admit,
It's a
Kojima.
little.
Then like a 45-minute exposition about why Jack needs to keep on surviving in New York. Metal Gear Solid 2.
Like, But Kojima, man.
Were you here last week?
He was.
2 weeks
Well,
ago?
that's- yeah.
He was.
Yeah.
Favorite game character.
I thought he did Kirby or something.
No,
No.
I did Rux from Bastion, but we didn't
Oh,
discuss
yeah.
it because
Yeah.
I don't.
Because
You
no
have
one
much to
played
say.
Bastion.
And if Master
I'm hearing
said-
it's either
if-
the main character
No, it's
or
narrator.
it's the narrator.
yeah.
Yes, the
And
narrator.
if Master was here, he'd be talking to Larry. There, I thought.
I'm sure he. Well, I don't know because Bastion actually was successful, so he'd probably be like, "No, it's too mainstream
It's too
for it."
mainstream. I need to make a game that has.
They sold out. They
thoughts.
sold out because they sold too
Well,
much.
they were backed by like WB Games or whatever. So it's like clearly too.
Oh.
mainstream.
Shout out also, Flower is on the PS4, which did answer my questions. They made the PS4 controller epically awesome, but they still kept the gyroscope feature. I didn't know. I thought it would have. I thought it would play with the the left and right stick. No, it's the gyroscope is there, and
still there? Oh.
it's really cool.
That's
It's
sweet.
definitely
That's very
cool. Twist around and all that. So shout out to that. If you've bought it before, it's free. Download it again. It
You
looks
bought it
prettier.
before because it's free.
If not, it's like $10. It's
No,
not.
6. Actually,
Oh, it's
7.
6? Okay.
7.
Well, it's cheap.
It's cheap.
And it's a pretty good. It's an artsy indie game, but it'll definitely show off the console.
Yeah.
So going on to the question of this whack,
Whack.
we had what game sold you on next gen launch at
No,
any
I
point in
like
time?
that
Not just
one.
this.
I
I know, but leave that alone. It was what game made you want to buy the next console? Anytime, like
this-
64 to Xbox or Dreamcast to PS2 or PS1 to
Oh,
PS2, like
any
any
game?
gen.
Yeah, not
what
this
was that
gen,
one
any
game
gen.
That made me buy.
that made
Made you
you
wanna buy it.
put down the Sega Genesis controller and say, "Fuck it, I need a Super Nintendo or I
Oh.
need an N64." Or
I
something.
gotcha.
That's why. I said
Mine
that.
would-
That's a very it's
That's
like,
saucy.
like for me, it was
Oh,
Devil May Cry from
Damn it,
PS1 to
that was my
PS2.
answer.
No, because you played too much.
I know. I know that.
All right, then just go, Daniel. Why?
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 Because seeing that trailer just changed my life
That
forever.
Jesus Christ.
I'm sorry. Like I've never seen any game like Devil May Cry in my life. Even when I
That's
saw the
pretty
trailer,
like kill an
like,
enemy
I was
anyway.
like, this is so fucking awesome. I have to play this. But I don't have a PlayStation 2. I had to get the PlayStation 2. I got a PlayStation 2 and I didn't have the game. And the country I came from, I have no way to get the game except for knowing people. And that's pretty much that.
That was that time where you bought the consoles and you just turned them on like, yeah, I have it.
Yeah, I have it, yeah,
Listen
but
to the menu,
At the very
just
least, I
rock
had
back
to,
and
I had, I started,
PS2 menu best.
well, I
Yo.
bet I started good games. Like I still got only militia to fill me.
Shout outs to an invisible Easter egg that none of you knew about. But
Oh.
if you had more, the more saved data you had on your PS2
The more
memory
blocks
card,
in the
background.
I was like, I didn't know about it until PS3 came. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh yeah.
Japanese are wizards.
Yeah, wizards indeed. Yeah.
Wizards of your mind.
Oh my god, what happened, Adam? You were saying something?
I
Kevin.
was just saying the one the PS2
Oh,
menu
yeah.
was like the best.
Pew. No, I still like the
Little-
PS1 had the best.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
like
it stopped,
Dreamcasts.
and then it went back up. She's like, ah!
I saw the one, at least I saw on YouTube, where if there was like an error reading the disc, it like turned into a
Oh, so it
hellish
was
version of
rad-
that. It's
oh,
just like,
yeah.
I don't know if I want
That
this.
never happened.
Yeah.
That'd be,
I remember my friend have a weird PS1. You had to turn it upside down to work. I was like, how does this happen? It just, I don't know, but it was one of the big ones. He's just like,
The
what?
big,
interesting.
That is so weird.
Actually,
Anyway,
it's
Kevin, what was yours? We'll do the other question too, but what
All
game
right.
sold you on getting an Xbox
Okay,
or
well,
360
I literally just bought consoles as they came out.
or Game Boy?
So it really didn't come relevant until PS3. When I saw Metal Gear Solid 4, I was like, I need to buy
has
PlayStation.
changed.
I need to buy PlayStation 3.
What has changed indeed.
Yeah. So I was like,
Snake House, my guy,
yeah, so it was that, and then I was like, Ratchet and Clank's now on PS3, son of a bitch.
No.
And then Uncharted, I was like, oh my god, now I have to buy all this crap. So then I bought PS3, but the only game I don't have is Metal Gear Solid 4.
Shameless plug in. Shout out to the Metal Gear Solid collection that has every Metal Gear ever, including 4. Seriously,
This was not a planned segue.
This
was
is
not
every
a planned
Metal
segue.
Gear ever made on 2 discs.
Every
It's such a
Metal Gear
good.
ever
It's
made.
not a bad bundle.
That's the best bundle. I
Yeah.
bought 2 of them because
So
That's every
Metal
game.
Gear.
What if you have every game twice?
you know how many copies of Metal Gear 1 through 3 I have? Like they just won't stop fucking releasing them.
Yeah, I know.
God, and I need to buy them because I'm an idiot.
Because that's what I was thinking. Like, oh, a new version of this
So
game.
I
It's
literally
not-
have like 3 to 4 copies of 1 through 3. I don't want them, but they won't stop making them.
I have 2 copies of each too.
Son, I bought 2 copies. No, I'm not even gonna count.
only
I have
got
way
one.
too many.
I only
way
got one
too many.
because I'm that boring.
So Kevin, you so it was the PS3 because of the
Metal Gear.
because
Metal
of
Gear.
Metal
and
Gear, Ratchet and Clank, and Uncharted.
It's pretty cool.
Hey.
Adam,
I don't know. I'm thinking it through. I mean, my N64 my brother got, so that wasn't anything for me. I remember wanting the PS2, but I cannot remember why. So I guess it wasn't that memorable. What games did I play on the PS2? Tony Hawk mostly. That wasn't the reason.
no,
to get the system. That
no.
was
Tony
kinda
Hawk
just-
3 was way.
I mean,
No, I actually, I had
Hawk
Tony Hawk
3 was.
I had 3 on the
amazing,
N64. which
I
is
never
like
played
up
them
there.
on an N64.
Actually, wait, did I?
Can you even play
Wait, no,
them
hang
on
on.
an N64?
No, wait, no, hang on. I did have 3 on the PS3, but never.
PS2 or
Sorry,
PS1?
PS2. But.
Still, Tony Hawk.
I
Kevin,
can't
what song
remember
is that?
What?
Tony Hawk.
Oh.
It's that riff.
Yeah.
Think about it. Just think.
I
about
have that song on my iPod.
I need that song.
I
I
want-
need that song. It's been killing me. Before I forget it.
Wait.
Because I'm gonna go back to. I'm gonna go to that. So I can't.
CKY.
It's just it's the. It was that Del the Funky Homo Sapien. That song. Yo, that game was awesome. That soundtrack was just as
And
good.
Vilified, I think.
Vilified.
Yeah.
Write that down.
It's like,
Write that down. We're gonna play at the
yeah,
end of the show.
YouTube it.
Who?
I don't know. It's I
Daniel,
think
not now.
Vilified.
I'm just gonna type
I
it.
think
you
so.
know.
Preloaded,
I'm
man.
vilified. I'm just a
I don't
man.
I don't
that's
even remember the words. No,
Yeah.
I'm thinking.
I'll just-
That sounds like. I will survive.
No. No. It's-
And
I'm just loading it. Damn it.
No, vilified.
Vibe,
past tense.
vibe.
there's no way that this shit has too many views.
No, it's not the right one. That's
Yeah,
why.
it cannot be. This song,
It's
if it's the
Vilified.
Tony Hawk song, oh my god.
Tony
Well, I
Hawk.
could believe it, but
Because
Even
I'm going
rude,
back
even
to you to
rude.
Adam playing.
It's not even rude.
The
Even
PS2 level in the airport was the most
Yeah.
amazing. Oh my
I
god,
remember
it's
that.
so vertical, and then doing the grind around the baggage claim
Yep.
area,
Oh, I
around the
remember that.
world or
Yeah.
something.
Oh, yeah,
around the
The
world.
best-
Yeah.
the whole
Oh,
man.
that game.
Tony
son.
Hawk, where have you gone?
What have you got?
After
What
no,
happened
after
to you?
Underground 1, it just died. But man, no,
I
Underground
played
2 maybe.
Underground 2.
Underground 2 was.
okay
I
with
did
it.
love that you're in Alcatraz. Here's a jackass shopping cart. Go down this ramp.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
remember
not,
that.
they're not so
I think my
bad.
favorite one was the Rodney Mullen challenge. I think where you had to get points,
Mhm.
and there were tiers, but every tier they took away a rule that was given in each Tony Hawk. So it started off get this many points, then it went to okay get these many points, but now you can't revert.
Ah.
Get these many points, but now you can't manual.
Ah,
Okay,
that's
and it was
Oh yeah, I remember
so
that. Oh yeah.
It was
Okay,
so
yeah.
good. Like,
That was. I was like, oh,
Why the
I
fuck
see what
did
you're doing here, you game.
so the last one was like get 10,000 points, but Tony Hawk 1 rules.
Yeah.
I was like, how?
Pretty sure.
There's no vert, so I can't
Find a
900.
rail, grind infinitely. It's like I can't do
That's
it.
all you could do. Like, but I don't think Tony 1 had
A Switch.
not a switch. It didn't have a manual bar, so I don't think you could tell how far you were from falling off the thing.
Oh.
So it was really hard. But man, I would have bought a PS2 for that.
Yeah.
Mine was just Devil May Cry, but I definitely would
Good
have bought
times. Yeah.
a PS2 for that. God,
All right, so
Think-
that's all of our answers.
nah, he's
No,
still
no,
has a-
that was honestly
That was
like,
it?
I
'Cause
can't,
I
I
don't
can't think
even-
of what game. I remember just like after I had the PS2, I was like, oh, let's see all the games I can play on this. But I don't remember thinking I need to get
yeah,
the console
same. It
for
was
this.
literally
Yeah.
that. I think
reverse
probably
cause and effect sort of
that
thing.
and like Final Fantasy X, but I'm not sure when that came out when I got the PS2.
No.
That came out 2001, but I
Yeah.
don't know
It was
when
what?
Devil May Cry came out.
Wait, didn't
That was like
PS2 come out 2000?
2001. Devil May Cry came out.
2003 then maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was what I'm thinking.
2001 Devil May Cry came out, so yeah, I bought it for Devil May Cry.
Yeah.
So I guess that's ours. Everybody, please answer that and let it be a double fold because we had another juicy question to ask you.
Juicy.
So first question of the week: what game sold you on your next console launch? As in, what was the game that you saw on the console that you didn't have, regardless of what gen it
console?
was,
Yeah.
and made you want to buy it? Next question: what's your favorite game of this last gen
which is
or PC current gen?
which is PS3, 360, and Wii.
Wii,
Wii.
PS,
DS.
and PSP. Cause dog.
Cause Frosty.
Kevin, your question. You first.
Fallout 3.
Fallout 3.
That's all I gotta say.
I'm interested because after Megaton, I couldn't.
Dang.
But the nuke. I was like, okay, this game. I've seen everything this game can do. It will not get better than this. So I decreed. The game is awesome, but after the Megaton, I was like, you're not topping this. I never beat it. Like, no, you know what? Those. That mission, I stopped playing the game. Literally, I never put in Fallout. No, I lied. I bought the Game of the Year edition and played through the entirety of the UFO stuff.
Yeah. Oh, the
You went in the ship. and
Mothership
all
Zeta.
that. Yes.
Yeah.
But those,
Broken Steel was better.
I didn't
No,
fuck
was
with
it
those ants.
Okay.
Yeah,
Jesus.
Well, in theory, technically, Megaton, you don't. It's not logical order, so you can go wherever you want afterwards.
Well,
but Megaton's
no,
the
you went there
usual
first.
common
Yeah,
first place.
that's the first
and
place.
you met that annoying chick behind the counter building
she
that
was
book,
awesome, yeah.
making the book.
Yeah, she was awesome. Hey, could you help me find? Like, she was
Yeah,
awesome.
but there's so much shit to get that book.
Because
Here,
you did the book.
Jump
I
in
did
this
the down.
radiation. Jump in this radiation for discovery. Oh, you're dying.
That was awesome.
I mean,
Like
no, I'm
toilet
not.
water for 5
I'm not
health.
complaining. It's pretty funny. I'm like,
I'm
you're
not
making me
saying
jump
that.
in radiation. Oh, there's a big fucking scorpion coming at me. God damn it. But yeah, then you got that dog. I think that was the first one. First
The
game
sex
with the.
robot. Was that in the third or the fourth?
The
You
only
had
thing
a
I know about
robot.
Sex Robot was Borderlands 2.
No, there was a robot.
When the guy made sexual innuendos.
You
every
made
time
a
he played.
robot. Was it in 3 or 4? You made a robot who kept.
It might have been 3. Because 4, you get this robot that you just repair, and it's a flying little iDroid.
Yeah,
thing.
they were both. Well,
Yeah,
one
they were
was
both-
bigger than the other
Yeah,
one,
I
but
was in 3.
one
too.
one of the options was you want to have sex or something. It was weird. You had like robot sex.
Yeah, Robot 6. But no, it's
But
just
did
the.
robot transform?
I mean, along with that, Mass Effect 2 would be good, but Fallout 3 was just more
Oh,
open up. So, I mean, Mass Effect for the story, Fallout for not just for the story, but for whatever the story you want to make
Hey,
it.
everything. Well, no, you can't say that.
What?
I was gonna say everything Mass Effect. No, everything Fallout 3 did was good,
Mhm.
which was fine. But then Mass Effect 2, everything it did was good, so I can't say that.
Well, yeah,
It was perfect.
but Fallout 3 had more free roam. For
I
free
mean,
roam
I don't.
over
But
what you
then
did.
it's like.
I mean, Mass Effect
You had
1
a
was
galaxy.
like Mass Effect 1 was like, here, you can go around these
Yeah,
planets
you're
and drop
right,
your
you're
Land
right,
Rover.
you're
Planet 2, you can go around and shoot.
That's what I
shoot
missed
drones.
in Mass Effect 1. Like, you
Yeah,
can go
that's
to
what I like.
any planet and
Yeah.
just dick around.
Yeah,
Any planet, man.
yeah, and you find just random penguins in that
Man,
one.
like, it would be boring. You'd spend an hour losing
Yeah.
control of shit,
Yeah.
but you can go to any planet. 2 was like.
now you can
launch.
probe Neptune,
Mm,
Uranus.
That's cute.
No, remember the joke?
Uranus is very frosty.
No, did
Yes.
you ever do that in Mass Effect 2?
Not really, but
did.
You'd probe Uranus. He's like,
Pronounced
Oh,
Uranus.
yeah,
yeah, he's like, "Ah, Commander.
Edie, I remember that.
So,
I enjoy watching you die. That was a joke. Ha, like.
No, it was like the Joker. He's
Yeah.
like, I like it when you're on your knees.
Oh, yeah.
that was just a joke.
That was just. Oh, God.
That's a joke.
Yeah, sure it
How
was.
did you
That's
fall
the
in
joke.
love with the giant orb, though? That I didn't understand. Because you loved her before she became the body. Where am I missing that? That's what I didn't get at all. That wasn't forced.
It's just all about love. Fallout is just about the love of destroying
Or
shit.
not Rex. Why are you here?
Rex.
Oh, what was that? Was it Rex and then who was the first one?
Grunt. Rex.
Grunt was the second one.
Grunt
Okay,
was the
Rex
second
is-
one.
It's like, you made me. I'm like, I hate you. Good, we need that. And you go to his planet, everyone just headbutts. He's like, oh, it's full of rage. And they had the hardest boss fight, a giant fucking worm.
Oh yeah.
So
Here's the test.
worm. You have to do this alone, Shepard. Just everything wants
We
to
know what you
kill
do with the
on that
genophage.
planet.
Worms.
The women are tougher than the men. I love that game. Daniel, your go.
Okay.
Favorite game this gen?
Play that.
Sorry, I can't help myself. Favorite game this gen. It's gonna be on the Infamous series.
Infamous
One
one
and
or
two. Cause that was like the first Sambos game.
One
That's
or two.
Weird, man. No, I mean, no, you can't. But
I don't like
whatever.
Cold number 2.
Cold wasn't.
Number 2 Cold.
No, he was a lot better than he was in one.
that's the argument that's going on.
He was
So-
way better in 2 than he was
I
in
liked
1.
him in 1 better than 2.
How? He didn't do anything in
I mean,
1.
I just
Exactly, but number 2 is just,
No, well, number 2 had the whole do what you want.
not
and
his
we'll reward it.
personality. It's,
Depended on how you were in 1, which didn't matter until
no,
at the end
just
of
like,
2.
ugh.
So when I did stuff in 2, to Daniel's credit, I did love how the first... In 1, whether or not you were good or bad, it only made you look like a Sith or a Jedi. As in, you were
Basically.
either red or blue.
Blue.
Like, it did absolutely nothing.
Uh-huh.
But part 2 started off, the first thing you had to do was save everyone from the beast. And you had to open the gate that everyone was trapped in. Well, since I was a good guy, even just putting the disc in, it said, all this shit unlocked because you're good, Cole.
yeah.
And as soon as I unlocked it, everybody's like, hey, thanks, Cole, you were the best. Yeah, nice
Yeah.
to have you on your side. Like, apparently, between the first game and the second game, everyone noticed I was a good guy and everyone liked me.
Yeah.
Then to be a dick, I was a dick in 1, went back and started 1. I hit 2. I open the gate, everyone's running from you towards the beast, or they're running away from you. Like, I don't know which one's worse. Like,
Yeah.
so, and the game continued that way, so it was pretty cool.
It was pretty cool.
Now he was kind of smug. I'll give it that.
Yeah.
But then everybody was kind of smug.
Oh, don't give me that.
Really, everyone was kind of
So Daniel, yes, 1 and 2.
Is that what
One
powers?
and two.
Is that what?
Yeah.
Is that what powers
one
do?
and two because
Yeah,
They
if
make
you
you
could fucking
smug?
do whatever you want, why would you be smug?
because those the games were what made me into a soundbox junkie.
Yeah, you played Devil May Cry. Onwards.
No, soundbox junkie.
Well, Devil May Cry 2 is
I
soundbox.
like going.
Don't stop talking about Devil May Cry 2.
I
That's prohibited from this broadcast.
Okay, fine. We will not talk about Devil May Cry.
But Daniel,
2.
infamous.
Infamous because everything that you do in the game actually re-matters in the overall storyline. Especially when you're trying to make yourself a lot more stronger. You have to go and collect these mirror-like items and stuff to get more energy and that kind of stuff. It was actually pretty creative, and you also get these random encounters of people in trouble and enemies just randomly attacking. I just loved all of that. Right from the first game, and the second game just made it a whole lot more better for me, and that's why I got introduced to the trophies, and then I became the kind of guy who just like to do side quests all the time instead of just going to the main storyline. Yeah, that's why it's my favorite. That's why it's my favorite this generation.
It's definitely interesting.
Yep.
You usually don't get those open-ended ones because there's no real story. 2's story was kind of sad as all shit.
It was sad, and it could have been a lot more better if he actually left it as open-ended as it was. But then
they force you to pick one in 3.
Yeah, in 3 now it's more like a forced, and mostly because it's on a different system.
There's
So
no way, like,
everything that you do in 2 and the first and second one, I can't disappoint because I really love what they did in between the first and second one, how it mattered. And the third one is on the
Well,
PS4.
I see how that happened because no matter what you did in 1 and 2, people with powers messed up the world. So in 3, no one likes you regardless. So
Well,
I
you know,
get
yeah,
that.
but
And
you-
you're not in Cole's town, so no one knows who you are.
No,
It
but-
didn't happen
But you're
there.
going blue.
Yeah, but people should know who Cole was.
Yeah,
general,
somebody
so-
did that, but that doesn't stop that Cole wasn't there. So
Yeah,
they didn't
he
have that guy.
It wasn't there, but even so,
They had the power dicks.
even so, the story in 3, I don't know. After the way it ended in 2, I don't know how it still makes sense, to be honest.
We're gonna have to see. Naughty Dog doesn't disappoint.
No, actually, it's Sucker Punch, but
Naughty
yeah.
Dog doesn't disappoint. Yeah, Sucker Punch.
It's
But
Sucker-
I did like I think that's the only game I have ever played where the endings, dependent on whether or not you were good or bad,
Yeah.
were very different.
They were
They weren't the same.
They
at
weren't
all.
the same at all.
They
like,
were not the same at
yeah,
all.
I
Like,
was
I
like-
don't think of any other game where you took the red pill or the blue pill, and they were just 2 different games.
Yeah.
Period.
It's not, Infamous 2 just changed all of that. Like at the end of it, like, whoa, what
Like
just
the last
happened?
hour,
Yeah, like, I was like, what just happened?
it was like if Lost didn't suck.
Yeah.
Adam, you
Hmm.
favorite game?
If we're not including PC, I would go with
Could
Ace
be
Combat.
PC.
Let's get to it. I would go with Ace Combat 6 only because
I heard that was
only because
Is that the one where you thumbs up?
No.
you can
that's
give.
Assault
At
Yeah,
the
you
Horizon.
think
end.
it's already. You can you
That's-
can give like basic orders. There's no thumbs up.
No,
so,
that's
unfortunately.
Assault Horizon.
But
I think, yeah.
only because my brother's got the flight
Ah,
yoke and everything with
that'd be awesome.
it. It was ghetto as hell. We had to like suction cup it to a piece of laminated particle board and have it in your lap. So it was like constantly sliding as you play. But goddamn, it was fun.
my God.
That is awesome.
Holy shit! So that was good. Including PC, I guess because I just kind of jump around between games. I guess I would go with Deus Ex Human Revolution. That is,
Oh.
if you're counting the last generation.
Oh.
'Cause that's when it came out.
I didn't finish that
Neither
because
did I.
I tried to
I
do
got
the
for-
no kill.
You tried that.
Oh,
There's your
no.
first mistake.
Oh, yeah, yes,
Like,
you're
I
right.
I tried to do that too.
I feel like if I told you I did that on my first playthrough successfully, you
No.
just all punch me in the face.
Here's the problem. I
Couldn't the 2 guys? There's guys at the beginning.
well no.
Yeah.
If you're talking about the boss fights, you can kill them.
No, not
It
the
doesn't
like.
count.
No, like
the
the
guys before you
when,
became.
when you get
augmented.
attacked, you have to kill them.
No, you don't.
No.
You can knock them out.
Oh no, when you do get attacked, you cannot kill them.
Yeah, you can.
Exactly.
Yeah, that part's
Yeah.
fine.
You don't
The
kill them.
the,
Yeah.
the part.
I didn't know that, so I had to restart the game, and then by
Oh
then
no, I
like,
was like I
yeah,
didn't kill anybody.
I'm trying not to. I don't want to spoil anyone who hasn't heard, but like the part with Malik and the crashed helicopter.
Yeah.
Yes. Fuck that point because like you knock someone out. He falls off a building. Okay, well he died. Retry.
Ah.
Reload. You knock him out. You make sure carefully positioned so he doesn't fall off.
No, the word.
You EMP the robot. It blows up, kills someone. Retry. You knock someone else out. You like tranquilize someone else. Apparently that tranquilizer dart kills them. Okay, retry. Like
The worst.
I get through the whole game. I know I didn't kill anyone. I don't get the achievement. I'm like, it was the helicopter part, wasn't it?
The helicopter crash killed someone.
That or the sewers.
Probably. Yeah, he was like underneath. It's like, oh well, fucker. Okay, I guess you slaughtered him.
The sewers in there. He's like, I'm gonna drop the body here. Come back, it's in the water, dead. Like,
Yeah,
wait,
you're
what
like,
the
oh,
fuck?
yeah, no, I did that. I was like, oh, they drown, right?
That
guess
and
that makes
DLC
sense.
I had that too.
I
Where
think
you had to go for
I,
no
I,
kill.
I did Factory Zero. That was fun actually. I
I
had
think
good
the
time.
funniest shit I ever saw for that in that game was the way somebody hit a body was like they opened up like a freezer and took a human body and put it in, but you know how it like starts glitching out.
Yeah.
So they push a box in to make sure the body doesn't leave. Then they close the door. So now it's a freezer, but with 4 limbs just flipping. And then he signals some guy to chase after him. And he hides somewhere so the guy can't see. So the guy runs into the room and you see this fucking fridge flipping out. And he turns around like, oh, there's nothing here.
I just want to hurt something.
You see this fridge with limbs just going like wacky flailing inflatable.
Wacky waving inflatable arm
like, you
flailing
see this in
tube.
the corner and the guy's like, oh, I don't see he's behind the door. I
I
don't
guess,
see
I guess
anything.
he's not here.
It's the fun. God, I love this game.
It's like,
What scared me too when it was coming out, the only thing Square Enix said was, we're going to make a different UI where everything was based on brown and gold. I'm like, what?
oh yeah, they made everything like gold and
Everything
orange.
is gold. I'm like, what are you talking? Oh,
It
wow, this is
represents the
awesome.
golden age of human biological advancement and machine integration.
I think we do need to do a top trailers one day, but easily that and freaking number 1 is definitely going to be Dead Island.
that was a good
Trailer?
That was a
It
good
was
trailer.
It was a good
Yeah.
trailer.
It's a
yeah.
good
Yeah.
trailer.
Good trailer.
Kevin, just the trailer.
Yes.
trailer.
Yeah,
Yeah,
just the
trailer.
trailer.
Yes.
Just the trailer,
Yes.
but
Human Revolution, I watch that shit like every other week. It's a good trailer.
Just the trailer.
It's
but
a very
I'm
good
I'm
trailer.
gonna have to compete though with Kingdom Hearts Bed by Sleep. I'm
Oh,
sorry.
what are you talking
All right, so this conversation's dead.
No,
Um,
you know that trailer.
Stan, you killed it.
No, Kingdom Hearts 2's trailer was fucking phenomenal. It's my favorite trailer ever made.
the,
Well, we'll go on
the
that.
one where he just
Where it tells you absolutely nothing, and
And
he's
he's
on
just
top of
fighting-
the and he's just
yeah,
fighting shadows,
yeah,
and he throws
okay.
a key, and it counts
Right.
from 12 to 1.
Yeah.
Nope.
Has nothing to do with the game. It's a really fucking good trailer.
All right,
So it's
fine.
like, yeah, so Human
Fine,
Revolution,
fine,
good
fine.
game, only occasionally has arms go.
It's-
And
but
dang it, I had
it's a
good
good.
time.
It's the story. I heard that my friend said the ending sucked.
It,
Well, one is the Magnus opum of the series,
right, and then we
and
don't
no
talk
one
about
is Invisible
War.
War.
Wait, what?
Invisible
Second
War.
one? What?
So what?
Never heard of
Second
it.
one?
Invisible.
Yeah, it's so weird. It's so weird. They went right from 1 to 3. but I
System
don't know.
shock. System shock.
System
okay.
shock. What?
Deus
but-
Ex System
yeah,
Shock.
The ending, I guess people just felt unsatisfied because how did he
Yeah,
put
can't
it?
spell it.
He was like, I'm not gonna spoil it, but he's like, you basically walk up to the
I didn't ask
Ending
for
Tron
this
3000, and it's like the rest of the game, your choices they feel immediately impactful. Like you help a guy or whatever here, you run into him later, he helps you. This is like push the button you want to push for the ending.
Yeah.
I'll push the this button, and then it literally just cuts to it goes to like a slideshow,
Yeah.
and it's like Adam Jensen talking over. He's like, is humanity good? I'm not really sure. But it did actually change very slightly. If you killed like a bunch of people throughout your playthrough, he'd be like, I don't think we can trust humanity. I was too quick to abuse my powers. If you were peaceful, he'd be like, did I not look out for the good of everyone when I did everything? And if you're neutral, he's like, I don't fucking know, whatever.
No, the best is when the buttons don't appear. It's like, oh, button, why is this closed?
Oh yeah, yeah.
There was
There were 4.
an update to Punch Through Walls, right?
No,
What?
that was
The
naturally
thing in the
there.
trailer.
That was
Oh, it's
naturally in there. Yeah, like you.
Yeah,
there
well,
would be a
you
breakable
did
area.
have to upgrade your arm strength to punch through
Yeah.
walls, and then you could snap next.
Maximum. It's like,
Well, that was just built in. If they were there,
Ah,
which
you
sucks if
could,
you're going for the pacifist thing, because unless you had the see people through walls augment, you punch through a wall and break someone's neck. You're like,
Yeah, I think there was an achievement to not buy any augments.
there's no
And
way
I
you're
literally-
playing
that's
that game.
that's in the DLC.
Yeah, I
it's
literally
definitely
did-
not in the base
Yeah.
game.
Well, I
That'd be
literally
hell.
did that in that one playthrough. I did no
It's
augments,
definitely
no
doable.
not being seen and not being killed.
Because the Factory Zero one is missing. It's no augments, no weapons,
Yeah.
no explosives. So you can't even like throw barrels at people.
Throw rocks in this corner.
You can't even like.
This love-hate relationship we have with this game.
I love. There's like, I won't spoil it, but
Boss battles.
there's a point where you want
awkward.
to get up to this high area. The obvious thing to do is you get the jump augment. You're
Yeah.
not allowed to do that, so you spend like 20 minutes bringing boxes through ducks, and you finally stack them in a way, and then you come back and they all fall over, and you're like, oh shit.
You know what? I just spent the entire time trying to shoot the basketball in the hoop.
Yes.
Oh my god.
It took so. I think there was an achievement for
Yeah,
that
it
too.
was.
It was like,
It's like signing up for the
Shoot,
Lakers or
just
something.
strength augment, you'd kill somebody with it. Like,
Yeah.
fuck!
yeah, those guys in the court, you're just like,
I didn't ask for this.
Damn, for this.
Jesus, that game. That game. Well, moving on to mine, I guess. I had a few. I was listing them. I was gonna say Mario Galaxy, because of innovation, there was no other game, hands down. Period.
Mario Galaxy was just the weird parts from Sunshine made into a full game.
I didn't play Sunshine
play
because I just
Sunshine.
didn't get it over. All right, you have a vacuum on your back that sucks,
It's
that
a
shoots water.
jet.
It's
not
a
vacuum.
mud
It's a
jetpack.
thing. Like it's a book bag full
flawed.
of water that talks to you.
It does.
Like what? What?
I never played Sunshine.
For one, I didn't get the GameCube controller, so I'm not even trying to buy a Mario game about. So I don't even whatever. Skip that one. Galaxy instantly got me. Then Ratchet and Clank. What? What is CIT? I completely forgot about that. Crack in Time. There we go. Best platformer to me.
why are we going through each subgenre?
Well,
What?
I had an internet that's just as good. So
Portal 2, do you consider that a platformer or a puzzle game?
puzzle
Puzzle.
game.
Okay, because somebody on their website labeled it as the best platformer, and Catherine is the best puzzler.
Catherine is a puzzler.
Yeah.
Yeah, there is in fact puzzles.
Yeah.
There's just some other
Portal
things
2
around it.
is a giant puzzle.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're like it's a platformer.
No, it's
It's
Yeah,
a
I know.
puzzle.
I was like, no.
An action platform that you do have to have like reaction.
If
time
it, okay,
and
so
sort
it's a
of thing, but
platformer
it's a
in the
puzzle
vein
game.
that you have to go from
Yeah.
A to B, right? All
Yeah.
right, so platformer. But then if every in between A to B is a puzzle, it's a puzzle
It's-
game.
yeah, I would agree.
There's
Then
no
they-
straight line. You
well,
have to make that. So
I lost
puzzle
credit
platformer
when they said
can be-
Mortal Kombat 9 was the best fighting game.
it was a good game. Because
But
the only
was it
other
the
thing
best?
next was Marvel, which was a re-release.
Okay.
It's not going to be there. Street Fighter, which was the third iteration of a
Injustice.
re-release. Injustice, no.
It just
Injustice didn't come
Yeah.
out back then. Otherwise, it would have won.
No, well, it was talking about last gen, right?
Yeah.
Came
Yeah.
out last gen Injustice.
You're saying the best fighting game made was Mortal Kombat?
Of last gen.
Of last gen. Oh,
Last
that would be
gen.
interesting.
Yeah,
Oh.
that's what they said was Mortal Kombat. I was like,
No, I'm not, because Mortal Kombat 9's story was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Yeah, well,
Injustice's story
no,
was
Mortal
just
Kombat
phenomenal
9's
as well.
story was all three put together.
If I recall
No.
correctly, in the
It was.
No.
It was.
Shao
Look
Kahn
it up.
didn't.
Look it up. It was all three. It was from 1, 2, 3.
Liu Kang never died
Luke.
in canon except in that one game that was like
I know.
50. He didn't
No,
die
it was
till
the story. Look it
Sha-
up. It was.
Undead
It was
Worlds.
literally the stories
Look
from
at
the
that
old
picture
ones.
on me.
It was. I'm
me
being
fine.
serious.
Give me stuff weird.
You can ask.
Yeah.
Quan Chi didn't take souls though, or Shinnok, whatever the bald guy is. Quan Chi.
Quan
yeah,
Chi.
he didn't take the souls of the dead warriors. Jackson them. He didn't take them in
Jackson
any other
5?
games.
No, it's based off the stories of the other games, not
Yeah,
the games
the first
themselves.
three actually, yeah,
Exactly.
and the fourth one, arguably.
Mortal
I
Kombat
think.
3. I don't remember. Anyway,
Nobody
finish
does.
this shit.
Okay.
I mean,
Um,
you know.
I didn't even remember.
Meanwhile, Injustice is like people are
So,
throwing cars at
I'm
Superman.
at a toss, right? So now my top two would either be Mass Effect 2
Mm-hmm.
or Final Fantasy 10.
Mass Effect.
Final Fantasy
nah.
10 only because they're
That's-
re-releasing the
that's-
next gen one.
Final
that-
Fantasy.
I don't
No,
think that should
no,
count.
that
it's
doesn't
coming out on
count.
PS3,
No,
and it's the same.
no,
you know what
no,
you're getting.
no, no,
No,
no,
no,
no,
it
no,
doesn't-
no,
it doesn't count. I'm
doesn't
sorry.
count.
Why
Really?
for-
Say what you're getting. You say what you're getting.
Yeah.
Re-release doesn't count. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I was wondering why you put FS10. I'm like,
Yeah,
that. I don't know what the
no,
fuck
but
that.
that-
No,
No,
no.
FF10 doesn't
No.
count.
I
No.
mean,
I'm
clearly,
No.
clearly the answer is Killer 7, but
That's
That's GameCube.
doesn't count.
I don't care what you say. Killer 7.
I
is the
can't
best.
follow his own logic.
Either way, Mass
Ow.
Effect 2, I'm pretty sure. I can't think of anything readily right now. Mass Effect 2, not much I can say that hasn't been said about it. It's great. I didn't like everything I was hearing about what they changed from Mass Effect 1 before I played it, namely the whole now, instead of getting the right type of ammunition for your gun, you had every gun had the same ammunition. I did not like how it was faster paced. I did not like how they took away the Mako.
And you had the choice of, oh, do you want this to be cinematic or all action?
Yeah, so, but all right, so I said whatever. By that point, I was done with the Xbox. I either had a red ring or I think I had a red ring. I think I had my second red ring. So I said I'd just get a PS3 and focus on that. Mass Effect 1 was not on the PS3. But Mass Effect 2 with the Mass Effect 1 stuff was. So I bought the Mass Effect 2, made my story, it traveled over, and holy Jesus, kept me on nonstop. Loved every single moment of it. Couldn't put it down. Only time I was hooked on a game that much, Jesus, what was the last game I played? Resident Evil 4.
Fantasy 10.
Four.
Resident Evil 4.
No, Resident Evil 4. Final Fantasy 10 I took months with. Resident Evil 4 a week. I just couldn't stop. But
Gotcha.
this one, Mass Effect 2, same thing. It's an RPG of all things. Like I just couldn't stop. Last battle, suicide mission. I made sure all my teammates had to live. Doing the ingenious mechanic they had of, in order to get everybody to like you, you had to talk to them throughout the entire game.
Yeah,
and then
each
near
mission.
the end of the game, you had to do their loyalty mission, and each
Yeah.
loyalty mission was very different.
Yeah, especially the what was it the
Miranda's was different.
the DLC character, the bounty hunter.
Well, his was.
His was
Actually,
like
his was good. They're all good, but his
Well, no,
was
his
surprising.
to be loyal to him, you had to like do.
I think his was at the
bad.
beginning though.
You had to do something bad. Yeah, like kill everybody or something.
No, you had to kill. He was looking the entire game. He was looking for one guy, and you have the choice of killing that guy or letting him go, foregoing the years of vengeance that had led up to that moment for whatever his name is.
Zed,
I let him go, and he was still like, you know what? I hate what you did. That was a dick move, but you're still a good captain, and you're probably right in the end. I'll still follow you. And he lived. I was like, this game, this game.
game.
It didn't just say, okay, you didn't do what I did.
You
I'll
lost
leave.
50 points with
So
the
I give
bounty
you that.
hunter.
And then walking around throughout the mission, same thing in every Mass Effect. You just talk to your crew, and that would be. I would be have just as much fun shooting aliens as I would going back and talking
The fight was good.
to seeing a drunk Kasari. Like,
The fight between Jack and Miranda.
I don't remember which. Second best part of that game. Second best part of that game. There's a part. So now Mass Effect has the whole Paragon Renegade system, good guy, bad guy. You at a point in a game, there's two women, Jack, the girl with the tattoos everywhere, wearing like
killer.
And Daxter.
Psycho girl, and Daxter, Miranda, the girl whose ass is everywhere,
Ass.
the tight white clothing and whatever. So you come back to your ship after a mission, and these two are going at it. Jack being we need to kill, blah, 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 we need to do this. Miranda, the more stealthy tactician girl, no, you need to calm down. We
Well,
need to do
there's
this.
more backstory to
There's
that.
a backstory.
I mean, it won't be a
but-
spoiler if you
No,
explain
no,
it.
no, 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 spoiler. Mass Effect.
Please relate the
Stupid.
entire 2 games.
No, Jack just okay.
Jack.
Jack hates Miranda. Miranda
Jack
hates
stars
Jack.
in a racing game.
Yeah,
later
so
on.
now they're arguing with each other on this ship, and I think Edie's not in between, but she's not fighting, and so you come just off this mission to talk to them, and the way that the guide states, there's the option of like they stop talking, they yell, and then now the camera pans out so that's one girl on the left, one girl's on the right, you're in the middle, and it says side with Jack, side with Miranda. If you side with one girl, you can never romance the other girl at all ever again, period. You lose that opportunity. If you side with the other girl, you lose that for the other girl. So it's like, Shepard, which side do you choose? So you have that smug one hand on your chin look in the middle of these two girls trying to say what to do, but there's a third option. The middle pacifist. It's like you both need to calm down, but that was gray. I wasn't a good enough guy, or I wasn't liked by both of them enough to pick that option. So I was like, this game is so good. I had to shut it off. So I shut the game off. I came back hours later, like, okay, I know I have to build up good guy points. So I just did missions. I think I glitched out. There was one mission where you could always turn it in to get good guy points.
Cheater.
I made sure I had just enough to come back to choose this middle path. So he's like, hey, she has good points, but you need to calm down. As do you. And then they both walk away like, you know what, you're right, Shepard, but fine, I'll walk away. And I was like, yeah! This game is so good. But yeah, Mass Effect 2. God, such a good game.
BioWare.
Fuck you. I just heard that.
Why do you? Okay, yeah.
Don't worry, Kevin. Not related to you.
He has rustled my Jimmy.
I
Jimmy's.
Russell
Your
Crowe's your
You just
Jimmys.
have one Jimmy. That is inherently a problem.
Are your Jimmys not entertained?
I don't get this. I need to see. Look up the picture of the Jimmys dancing. It's not the lawnmower one, which I don't.
There's
I
no
don't
need
get-
to be upset.
I don't get that one. But there's the Jimmys where there's just three monkeys dancing. I don't get it.
It's that one. What is this? What is this? Ruffled Jimmy's. I don't get it. Oh God. Oh God. It's just the funniest meme to me because I just refuse to define it.
Yeah.
Anyway, sorry internet for going off on a tangent, but you really need to look
What
up
the internet lives off of.
Russell Jimmy's. There's no need to be upset. This is lawnmower flying. I don't get. Internet culture.
Yeah.
So everybody, again, please feel free to feel free to answer our questions of the week. Again, what game sold you out on the next console purchase? What game sold you on the next console of your choosing? And what was your favorite game of the current/last gen? Please leave your answers either on our Facebook page, facebook.com/
and reply with hashtag Frosty.
Oh my God!
Please do. Yeah.
$1 donated to Wendy's Frosty for Kids Found Out, whatever that kids thing where you give it's like a book that they give you every time you buy a Frosty. They donate $1 to charity or something.
Yep.
Yeah. So let's see how many Frosties we can get to do something good.
Frosties.
And
Hashtag Frosties.
also, please, again, facebook.com/NGC. Send us a request. We'll add you to the page and answer the question of the week. Or go to our YouTube page, youtube.com/NJITgamers. Or you can email us at njitgamers@gmail.com.
Or if you're cool enough, you can talk to us in person.
Or you could call us. Doesn't fucking matter. Jimmy's. That being said, hope to see you guys out in the next episode where we should have, I don't know, news to start. Wait, we won't have one
I was
next
gonna say
week.
next week.
No,
Next week is
no.
Thanksgiving.
Because you'll be eating Thanksgiving.
Food.
That's what I want to do. Thank you for reminding me. I apologize to all of you retail workers because I had 4 years of that. Fuck that. Black Friday is madness.
Madness.
Did you see South Park?
Oh god.
No, I don't watch South. I don't watch TV. South Park alone.
You can watch it online. Just look
I'm not
for-
watching South Park.
Watch it, man.
No, after that episode where they said like shit 200 times, I was like, okay. Then
This is the show.
I mean, after that episode,
Canadians don't have necks. I don't get it.
After I saw that thing about Santa Claus shit, yeah, I didn't watch that either.
Oh, Mr. Hanky the
yeah,
Christmas
Pooh, yes. Oh god, that's my first
that
encounter with South Park.
That show's so fucking
That
weird.
Game Informer giving Legend of Zelda's a link to the.
Oh yeah, so we got another 10. So we got another
10
10.
out of 10?
A 10 out of 10.
Yeah.
10 out of 10?
The
Yeah.
best Zelda game.
Yeah.
They say that every time a Zelda game comes out.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's true, isn't it?
Yeah, this is the best Zelda game ever made.
This is the best Mario
This is the
game.
best Zelda game ever
What if
made.
it's true every time?
This might be the best Zelda game ever made since Ocarina of Time. This is the best Zelda game ever made.
Nah, I mean,
I still think the best Zelda game ever made was A Link to the Past 1.
Now
Yes.
Ocarina.
No, I
No.
never beat it. I didn't have an N64.
Not Moon
cheated.
Falling on Your Face one.
I couldn't get it. It probably is my favorite
Not
Zelda.
been drowned?
But I can't do shit with that 3-day stupid timer, which is going to be interesting.
This is
Since
Song
Final
of Time.
Fantasy X-3 is stealing the same mechanic. So we'll see how that
Does
works.
it have the Song
actually-
of Time as well?
Oh yeah.
It has the Chocobo song.
Good enough, I guess. I
Well,
don't know.
Well,
This is
yeah.
drums.
Actually, they took that out. They don't have any 33
Question: Why is Phoenix Strike rated M now?
What?
Why is Phoenix Strike rated
Because
M now?
this game
Because murder
has
scenes.
blood and stuff.
Must be a typo. I don't
No,
know.
it's definitely rated M this time.
I remember hearing that. I'm thinking, well,
They're
too
like, there's
saucy
only
for me.
how many
Says
games?
new cinematics pushed over the edge with fully animated murders
Oh, well, that would do it.
Oh, but
on a 3DS.
What time
What?
is it? I just
what? And we got
The murder
we
jumps
got
out of the
Killer
screen,
Instinct with
right?
blood splattering over the floor and red T for team.
murdered Jimmy's.
My God,
No.
I can't stop.
my
now.
God, I can never
All right,
understand.
Jimmy's
everybody,
another one
thank
with
you.
sprinkles.
What? Murdered Sprinkles doesn't even make any sense. Thank you for watching this episode. Hope to see you next.
And your Wolf
Next
got
week.
9.
Well, 2 weeks.
The
Okay.
Wolf Among Us is awesome.
Episode
I
one
can't
got
even-
me.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty
Can't
good.
wait. Did you play the demo?
No.
You need to play the demo.
Wait, XCOM Enemy Within.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
need to play the
okay.
demo, man. You know,
What did XCOM get?
9.25.
9.25.
9.25.
I still haven't played the first one.
I don't
have
know.
it.
I should get it.
It's
I honestly
free
should.
for Plus.
I know. I just
It
just
seems
get
like your
it.
type of game.
And I just never got it for some
Full
reason.
Spectrum Warrior was awesome.
Lego Marvel
I have to like
Superheroes
that.
got a 9.
It's a good game.
So you
I
want?
just don't care.
So you want to wrap this up?
Yeah, I keep trying to.
I know.
Kevin's reading reviews. Shut
This
up.
is how we end it.
Just like that.
We never did
Wait,
that
hang on.
before. And the only reason we're doing it now is because you stole my magazine.
I know, but I should have
Mayonnaise?
these magazines delivered to me.
Not my fault that GameStop doesn't like you.
No, they delivered to my house
So
instead.
then change your shipment address.
Oh well, Tropico 5, everybody.
That
So-
happens.
Implying packages ever make it to this place.
They never do.
All right, everybody,
My
thank
God,
you. And let's end this.
My God, you guys just don't know how to stop, do you?
I'm trying to. You won't click the button.